The following is a presentation of WGAA Sports.
That ball is out of here. He went around. Strike three. It's out of here. Walk-off homer. Got him. And Cedartown wins.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big AA. WGAA 1340 AM. Broadcasting online at WGAAradio.com and streaming on the TuneIn Radio app and Facebook Live. And now, let's head down to the field for today's action.
Welcome into Cedartown High School Bulldogs baseball on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network. The Big AA live from Richard L. Bell Field at Cartersville. The Cedartown Bulldogs will try to avoid the series sweep tonight as Cedartown takes on Cartersville in Game 3 of the series. Sam, the Bulldogs, of course, coming into this one, falling to a overall record of 11-8. Cartersville improving to a 16-7 overall record. But the important part is the Canes are now 14-0 in region play at first place. Cedartown, after falling in their game and falling in the series to Cartersville, drops to 9-5. And according to what we're seeing, Altoona has taken this series over Cass and is going for a sweep. They jump over Cedartown into the third place. We fall down to fourth place, and it makes this game and next week's series very important for the Bulldogs.
Well, this game, next week's series, and then you've got to finish off strong against Southeast Whitfield. That's a team that you can't let sneak up on you and steal one from you. And then we talked about it earlier this week. We talked about it last week. That Altoona game where we're going to have to make up the 10th inning, they said we wouldn't have to make it up unless it depended upon seeding in the region.
I think it's going to depend upon seeding.
I think you're right. So we are more than likely going to have to finish that game out. So the Dogs looking to bounce back here and avoid the series sweep, but it's going to be against a tough customer in the form of Cartersville.
Can take a look at the batting lineup for the Cedartown Bulldogs here in Game 2. Ace Allen will lead things off. Keegan Bozeman will play right field in this ball game, bat second. Owen Gerald, Tweet Gerald at second base, batting third. The cleanup hitter is the third baseman, Everett Perkins. First baseman is Dalen Holiday, batting fifth. Batting sixth will be Gavin Allred at catcher. Timothy George, the starting pitcher, will bat seventh. Batting eighth will be Bryant Waddell in center, and the left fielder, B.J. Flemister, will bat ninth. Taking a look at the defensive setup for the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes, as it'll be Reynolds, Turner, and Logan from left to right. In the infield, Gandy, Vargas, Hosea, and Crawford. Cagle, the starting catcher in this ball game, and Buchanan will be the starting pitcher on the mound for the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes. So, as we know, the Canes have a deep well to dig for pitchers and for personnel. They've got enough players on their bench for two other baseball teams, honestly, and we know that they've got a deep well to draw from. And Buchanan continuing his warm-up tosses. He'll face this top of the Bulldogs lineup, which looked good early, Sam, in the ball game earlier this afternoon, but the offense fell short and fell in a tough ball game there. And looks like the warm-up tosses for Buchanan, he is really showing some movement out there. Cartersville loaded with pitching and hitting, and they're looking to sweep the series over the Bulldogs.
Not only are they loaded with pitching and hitting, they're loaded with uniforms. They have changed uniforms between Game 1 and Game 2. Game 1 was a cream uniform. Game 2 is a white uniform with pinstripes and Cartersville written across the front in script in purple. And then, of course, the Bulldogs, for those of you radio only, wearing their red uniform tops with dogs in script across the front and numbers both in white. Gray breeches with a red stripe. We're ready to go to work here. Game 2 of the doubleheader, Game 3 of the series. The Dogs looking to avoid the sweep. And that ball is drilled by Ace Allen down the left side and foul. That had extra bases written all over it. That was a double at the very least from Ace Allen.
It didn't quite clear that 8-foot fence out there, Sam, but boy, it was a hard-hit foul ball there. It was foul. And Ace will head back to the plate, though, but he got some good contact on it, pulled it a little bit too much.
Like to see good contact early. Hopefully the Dogs will be able to continue that. Ace, though, behind in the count here. No balls and one strike. Pitch on the way to him from Buchanan. That misses inside. Ball one. So that'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Buchanan the look into Cagle. Gets the sign and the 1-1 on the way. And that one is lifted again down the left side. This time it is going to be foul as well. I thought it was going to hang on.
Yeah, he straightened it out just a tad bit more, but not enough. And honestly, I think the left fielder had a chance to run that thing down.
Reynolds just couldn't get to it in time, thankfully. So now it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. As we said, Allatoona picked up the win in Game 1 over Cass, but according to not Game Changer, but Max, was it Game Changer? Did you check that
Game
on
Changer.
Yeah, Game Changer. They were trailing in Game 3,
Early.
but that is very early in that game. The 1-2 on the way to Allen. Fouled straight back. He'll stay alive. Of course, the Dogs' only focus is right here in Cartersville to try to avoid the series sweep. Allen back in the box. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. And the pitch. Cagle set up way outside. They go outside, and Ace stays off of it. So that takes the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Buchanan again, the look in. Gets the sign. And the pitch is on the way, and that one's lost inside, ball 3. So that takes the count full to 3 balls and 2 strikes, and it's going to be a payoff pitch, and the first batter that that Buchanan has had to face. Ace worked the count full here. And the payoff pitch on the way, and that one's hit down the left side again. This one foul.
You know, Sam, it is every fiber of my being not to say Buchanan every time we say his name, because, you know, us Polk County folks and Haralson County folks, we are, it's Buchanan.
Absolutely.
But, Buchanan is the correct pronunciation, I would imagine.
He'll get the sign from Cagle. And again, the payoff pitch on the way, and this one is hit up the middle. A looping little hit past the shortstop. And Allen is aboard with a leadoff single.
Hey, that's a good piece of hitting there. Vargas is rock solid out there defensively, but that ball just carried over his head, and he wasn't able to get to it. Ace Allen gets the leadoff single, and it will be Keegan Bozeman, who's playing right field in this ball game, to bat with nobody out and a runner on first for the Cedartown Bulldogs. If you recall, the Bulldogs did score early in that first game, 3-run first inning, but the Canes were able to storm back and take the lead.
Buchanan will check the runner at first in the form of Allen. Now the pitch on the way to Bozeman. That one's taken low, ball 1. Keegan ahead in the count.
We mistakenly referred to Keegan as a freshman on Tuesday night when she is not.
No, kid's a junior.
A junior.
Blew my mind. Throw over to first base. Allen is back in there safely.
By the way, do you want to tell the listeners the mistake you made today? I wasn't going to tell on you.
Well,
but,
you know, I think if you don't learn something new every day, you've kind of wasted a day. That's my philosophy. So the thing that I learned new today is that Cartersville does not play baseball at Cartersville High School. And the way that I learned that is when I pulled up to the high school and realized there's no baseball field here and there's nobody here.
Yep, and it's a pretty good little distance between the.
It took me a few minutes to get here,
especially when the traffic's bad.
1 ball, no strikes to count on Bozeman. Look in by Buchanan. Now the throw over to first. Allen again back safe.
I'll give you a clue. It's the same thing for softball too.
I learned that as well. I called my lifeline. I knew exactly who to call.
The walking encyclopedia of Cedartown sports.
He got me. Bunt shown by Bozeman, but he bunts it foul down the first base side. Yeah, Chris McKelvey was my phone a friend, and he helped me win $1 million and figure out where in the heck I was supposed to be. Of course, fighting the traffic from Rome to Cartersville on a Friday afternoon at 5 o'clock is already a headache. But then I felt really dumb when I pulled up and I said, now, wait a minute. You know, I've only done football and basketball for Cartersville. Never done baseball here, never done softball here. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Runner goes, throw down to second. Ace is there safely. So the stolen bag give the credit to Allen, and Bozeman's behind in the count now with 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Honest mistake.
Honest mistake that I will never make again. I will remember from here on out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way to Bozeman. That's a chopper to the left side. It's going to get to the shortstop. Vargas will field, but no time, as that one was hit deep in the hole, and Bozeman was able to run it out, and Allen advanced on the ground ball to third.
Yeah, it's a wise decision there by Vargas, Sam. He really had no play. It was deep in the hole and short. Vargas, all he could do was just eat that thing up and keep the runner from scoring at third base. Ace Allen at the corner, and Bozeman over at first base. And Tweet Gerald, the Dogs in business again, similar to the first game. The Dogs with their second base hit so far.
Runners on the corners, nobody out. Buchanan gets the sign from Cagle. Comes set. And the pitch on the way. And that one is away from the catcher. Cagle can't get to it, but he comes up firing, and Allen is knocked down dead at the plate. That ball got away from Cagle, but he was able to jump all over it and get it to Buchanan. And the typically speedy Ace Allen thrown out at home.
Well, he got a very good bounce off of that, and then Ace, he was running hard. He didn't slide in. I think he didn't slide because he wanted his momentum to keep going. He was going to try to kind of, bend his body out of the way of the tag, but unfortunately did not work, and that is out number 1, and the lead runner is erased. At second base now is Bozeman.
1 ball, no strikes to count on Tweet. And the pitch. That one's in the dirt. That one gets all the way away from Cagle, though, and Bozeman will easily take third base.
And that probably would have scored Ace Allen there.
Agreed.
So it's...
But I tell you, as speedy as Ace is and as dangerous as he is on the base pads, I don't mind that call at all, because 8 out of 10 times, Allen's going to score there. And I think here against Cartersville in a must-win game, I think you got to be aggressive. No balls, 2 strikes to count on Tweet. 1 out in the inning. Pitch on the way. That one is low and away. Ball 3 the count now. So Tweet in the driver's seat. Buchanan looks in, gets the sign from Cagle. The 3-0 on the way. It's in the dirt. Ball 4. Tweet will trot down to first base on 4 straight pitches. And the Dogs have runners back on the corners, but this time with 1 out. And you got speed at third, you've got speed at first, and you got a big bat coming to the plate in the form of Everett Perkins.
Yeah, and Perk is
baseman number 5, Everett Perkins.
Perk is due for a big hit here, and he could get the Dogs on the board with a base knock. 2 hits already in the inning. Hits by Allen and Bozeman.
Well, and I think if you're Perkins, you just got to remind yourself, you can get the Dogs on the board. You can't win it for us yet, though. So just put the ball in play.
Well, if he gets one, that he can lace, go ahead and do that.
Absolutely.
But, you don't have to do that on one that, might not be a pitch to drive. Gerald, though, might be aggressive at first base. I wonder if he takes off on the second or third pitch here. We'll find out.
Pitch on the way from Buchanan, and they're called strike 1. No movement from Gerald over at first on that pitch. Perkins quickly climbs back in the box. Buchanan will glance over at first. Now comes set. Throw over to first, Tweet back safely. Kind of an awkward looking dive over there back to first from the Bulldogs' second baseman, but he gets in time. So Perk will climb back in the box. No balls, 1 strike. 2 on, 1 out. Throw over to second. Tweet again back safely. Perkins back in the box again. Buchanan comes set. Pitch on the way in the dirt. Good stop this time by Cagle. No advancement from the runner over at first. And that evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Lots of SEC baseball in action. We were talking about that during game 1. You've got Georgia and Mississippi State, number 5 versus number 4 in action. You got number 18 and number 17 in action, and Auburn and Arkansas. Pitch on the way. That one's in the dirt, and Tweet's easily going to swipe second. Here comes Bozeman from third, and the Dogs are on the board. And Tweet goes first to third on that one. So Cagle made a well of a play earlier to stop one, but that one went all the way almost to the Cartersville dugout. It plates a run, and it moves Gerald from first to third. Dogs with a 1-0 lead. That takes the count to 2 balls and 1 strike against Everett Perkins. Now that takes a little bit of the pressure off of Perk, I think.
Yeah, a fly ball will do it here if you want to bring him home from third.
Buchanan gets the sign. Pitch on the way. Outside, ball 3.
Yeah, that was pretty close. I think Buchanan wanted that call very badly, but did not get it from the home plate umpire. 3-1 now, hitters count. I think Perk is in the driver's seat here.
Time called for Perk, and he'll step out. Now he's back in the box and ready to go. And the 3-1 on the way. Called, strike 2. And the count's now full. Columbus Clingstones in action tonight and their home opener.
What a name. What a name.
Rome Emperors in action tonight up in Rome. I believe possibly their home opener as well, if I'm not mistaken. 3-2 on the way. Payoff pitch. Breaking balls fouled down the first base side.
I think they played yesterday.
Did? Okay, they might have.
I think they did. Sam's going to have to start adding that score to Sports Talk, the Rome Emperors. My question is,
okay,
are the Emperors playing in Rome next year? There's a big question mark about that.
Full count here against Perkins. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch on the way. In the dirt, ball 4. Here comes Tweet from third, and he is easily going to score, and the Dogs have taken a 2-0 lead on wild pitches. Buchanan struggling.
Any way you can get him, you got to do that. And that's what the Dogs have been doing. Only 2 hits allowed, 2 wild pitches have brought home. Well, really 3 almost scored Ace Allen. Ace was out at home plate. That's been the only out of the inning so far. And a 2-0 lead for the Bulldogs. And now the Bulldogs' first baseman, Dalen Holiday, will come to the plate, the left-handed batter, against the righty on the mound.
First pitch on the way to him is hit to the left side. It's going to be a chance for Turner in center field. No, it'll be Reynolds that'll come over from left field and make the grab for out number 2. So Holiday, a loud, long second out.
Yeah, he made good contact. Just got underneath it a little bit. Hung up in the air for Reynolds to run it down. And Holiday is retired. That'll bring up the catcher, Gavin Allred. Allred will have to shed off his gear.
Gavin Allred.
So this will be the 5th man in the inning to bat, and Buchanan all the way up already to 24 pitches. 2/3 of an inning of work.
And it's good to see Allred out there. I think initially they had scratched in Waylon King to start this ball game due to Allred being hit by pitch toward the end of the first game, but they made the decision to go ahead and bring him in there, and I'm glad to see that he's healthy enough to start this game.
Buchanan comes set. First pitch on the way to Allred. Low, ball 1.
Braves and Diamondbacks will begin their second game of the series at about 9:45 this evening.
An hour and a half from now. Yeah. My goodness. The West Coast games kill me. 1-0 on the way to Allred. Just missed ball 2.
Well, you know, you probably don't really remember this, but when the Braves played in the Western Division, a lot of their divisional games were West Coast games. You look at their battle with the Dodgers back in 91, with the Giants in 92 and 93.
2-0. Low, ball 3.
Now, Buchanan's had some trouble locating here. He's up to 27 pitches there, and only 12 of them strikes.
Let's see if Allred can make him pay here. 3 balls, no strikes to count. Pitch on the way to the Bulldog backstop in there called strike 1. taken all the way there on 3-0.
Yeah, no shocker there, taken there with the control issues. And if Allred gets one in the zone, he's going to hack at it, I would imagine.
And the 3-1. Strike 2 call. Tried to check his swing. I don't know if he wasn't able to check it or if it was still a strike.
I think they called it a strike, but it would look to be pretty far outside. They gave him the corner there, and a full count now to Allred, the Bulldogs senior catcher.
Buchanan stepped off for a moment. Now he's back on the bump. Gets the sign from Cagle. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, payoff pitch on the way, and that is lifted to center field. It'll be a chance for Turner. And no, it'll be Hosea, the second baseman, makes the grab in shallow center field. The Dogs leave 1, but we pick up 2 runs. We'll take a 2-0 lead into the home half of the first inning. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big AA.
Looking for great deals? Stop by Livewire Surplus, located on North Main Street in Cedartown. They've got everything from tools and generators to patio furniture, lawn mowers, flooring, cleaning supplies, mini splits, and much more. Whether you're tackling a project or upgrading your space, they've got what you need. Come check them out at the store today. You'll never know what you might find. Check them out on Facebook or visit their new website, livewiresurplus.com. That's Livewire Surplus, 546 North Main Street in Cedartown, 678-861-5021. Bradford's Drug Store in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacists take time to get to know you and answer any questions you may have. Go by and see Justin Strickland and all the folks at Bradford's, and be sure to use their convenient drive-thru. 500 North Main Street in Cedartown, 770-748-3100. Bradford's Drug, your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
Bottom of the first, Cedartown 2, Cartersville nothing. 2 runs on 2 hits in that inning for the Bulldogs. They were able to take advantage of some mistakes by Buchanan on some wild pitches, several wild pitches in that one. Take a quick look at the defensive setup for the Cedartown Bulldogs today. In this second game of this doubleheader, Flemister in left, Waddell in center. Bozeman, who started the game at third base in the first game of this one, will move out and play right field. Perkins will move from first to third. Allen at shortstop, Gerald at second. Holiday will move from DH to the first base position. Allred behind the plate. And Timothy George, the starting pitcher. Quickly for the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes, their batting lineup looks something like this. It'll be Braden Logan, the right fielder, to lead off. David Vargas, the shortstop, batting second. Cole Crawford at first, batting third. The cleanup hitter is the DH, Nolan Elrod. Cooper Reynolds, the left fielder, batting fifth. Second baseman, Hosea, batting sixth. Batting seventh, the center fielder, Harris Turner. Gianni Gandy, the third baseman, batting eighth, and the catcher, Benjamin Cagle, will round out the batting order at batting ninth for the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes. And looking for some quick innings here as Timothy George gets the start, Sam. I think George, a good chance here for him to maybe shut down this Cartersville team and give them his Bulldogs a chance to take this lead into the next inning. Cartersville, unfortunately, in the first inning of the first game, answered the Bulldogs with 2 of their own runs after we scored 3. We're hoping for a clean inning here, and we can retain the lead heading to the second. Sam Branch has the play-by-play.
Thank you, Mr. Carter. First pitch on the way to Logan. That is lifted skyward. It'll be a play for the second baseman, Tweet Gerald. He'll range over, make the grab behind the bag for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out for the Dogs here in the home half of the first inning. Dogs going to need George to go deep into this one.
Shortstop, number 13, David Vargas.
This will bring up Vargas, the shortstop. First pitch on the way to him from George. High in the zone, ball 1. George comes set, and the 1-0. Gets the outside part of the plate, strike 1. That'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. We talked about the depth that Cartersville has on their bench. We've seen 3 catchers just today. The 1-1 is lifted skyward. It'll stay in play. It's going to be a play for Perkins. and he makes the grab in the infield for out number 2. So 2 batters and 2 pop-ups.
Well, that's a good thing when you see Timothy George out there inducing pop-ups, inducing ground balls, 2 straight pop-ups. That's certainly good. If he can continue that trend in this game, the Dogs are going to be in good shape. It'll be Cole Crawford to bat here with 2 outs and nobody on base. Crawford, the first baseman.
Crawford climbs in the box. He's ready to go. George gets the sign from Allred, and the pitch is on the way, and that one was high and tight, ball 1. About shoulder high. So Crawford's ahead in the count. George trying to work quickly. The 1-0 on the way. That one's in the dirt, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, nobody on, 2 out. George toes the rubber, gets the sign, and the pitch on the way. That one is crushed down the left side and foul. That was a hard hit ball. More of a line drive shot versus Ace Allen's that were high fly balls out there.
Well, I almost said he put some good wood on it, but it's not a wooden bat. So put some good metal on it. 2-1 the count. Heavy metal.
And the 2-1. Breaking ball stayed inside and high. 3 balls, 1 strike, now the count.
You know, Sam, if Timothy can locate that ball a little farther out on these right-handed batters, he's going to get strike calls or pop-ups on that one. If he can locate that one better, it's going to be a really good pitch for him.
Pitch number 10 coming, 3-1, and that is lifted skyward, and it should be another play. It'll be Tweet that'll be able to make it, and that is out number 3. 3 up, 3 down. We'll go to the top of the second inning. Cedartown leads 2-0 back after this 60-second break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big AA.
Hey, it's the Border Mexican Restaurant located at 718 North Main Street right here in Cedartown. They serve a wide variety of your favorite Mexican food made fresh daily. Great food, great fun. It's great for the whole family. Come see us at the Border Restaurant right here on Main Street in Cedartown, or you can call for takeout at 678-246-1031. The Border Mexican Restaurant is the best Mexican food north of the border. That's the Border Restaurant right here in Cedartown.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for 100 years. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call today for tee time, 770-748-9671. Located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buckhannon Highway. Cedartown's original golf course celebrating 100 years. Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
Top of the second, Cedartown 2, Cartersville nothing. Nothing doing for the Canes, and that was great to see. Cedartown did not have a clean inning at all, hardly. I mean, you look at the one inning in that first game where they didn't score, they still had some traffic. But great to see the Bulldogs start strong pitching-wise. And, Sam, you mentioned it off the air. The Bulldogs not throwing a ton of pitches in that game, and in that inning, and Timothy George, who had that effective inning, will lead things off here in the second.
7, 8, and 9 due up for the Dogs. First pitch on the way to George. Fouled off at the plate, strike 1.
Wait back, Tim, wait back.
George back in the box now. And the pitch from Buchanan. 0-1 misses outside. That'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Boston Red Sox winners today already over the Padres, 5-2. The Dodgers big winners over the Nationals, 13-6. The 1-1 misses low. Ball 2.
You know, the Braves came out on the good side of that deal where they traded Vaughn Grissom to the Red Sox and some cash considerations for Chris Sale. I think that trade turned out a lot better for Atlanta than it did for the Red Sox.
2-1 on the way to George. That is lifted between short and second, deposited into shallow center field, and that's a leadoff single for Timothy George.
Yeah, 3 hits for the Bulldogs so far. Good job there by George. But yeah, Vaughn Grissom's not even with the Red Sox anymore. I think he's with the Giants or out west somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere out on the West Coast.
And in the minor leagues.
The Tigers beat the Cardinals 4-0. The Yankees over the South Beach Fish 8-2. The White Sox would beat the Blue Jays in 10 innings in a makeup from an April 2nd rain out. 5-4 throw over to first back. George back safely. The Reds would top the Rangers 5-3. The Guardians over the Cubs 4-1. Those stinking Phillies beat the Rockies 10-1. God bless the Rockies.
Who's not going to beat the Rockies?
I think this Cartersville team could probably handle the Rockies. First pitch on the way to Flemister, a bunt down the third base side and foul.
You know, it's such a shame, though, because I've never been there, but from people that I know that they have, they say it's the most beautiful, one of the most beautiful stadiums. The views there are just spectacular. Their team colors aren't purple by accident. It's purple because of the sky.
Absolutely.
And the sky is purple and the mountains look that way. It's just a beautiful place to watch a game of baseball.
Flemister behind in the count. No balls, 1 strike. Shows bunt again.
Perfect.
This time he gets it down. It'll be the pitcher that will field, and he can't do anything with it. And everybody is safe.
Absolutely perfect, Sam.
Absolutely a perfect bunt. And by the time Buchanan was able to get off the mound and get to it, no chance to fire over to first.
That's a hit all day long. We have a coaching visit here. Not much you can do about that one. Honestly, that was such a well-placed bunt, and with the speed of B.J. Flemister able to beat it out there, he gets the 4th dog hit, and Bryant Waddell is the batter, the Bulldogs center fielder in the 9th man lineup.
Pittsburgh Pirates with a 5-4 win over the Baltimore Orioles. The Twins with a 10-4 win over the Rays.
A lot of day games today.
A lot of day games today. Your late night games, of course, we know the Braves are out west against the Diamondbacks. The Angels playing host to the Mariners.
Ironic that there's day games on Friday. That's strange.
I know, because typically your day games, of course, are your travel day games. Yeah. And with Friday, you're getting ready to set up the weekend 3-game series. But lots of day games.
When is Jackie Robinson Day?
Center fielder Bryant Waddell.
That's a good question.
That's what everybody wears. Number 41. Here's B.J. Flemister.
Or 42.
42, yes. My bad.
That's all right. Flemister comes to the plate.
Almost said 44, and I know that wasn't right.
Runner at first and second. There should be a Hank Aaron Day. Pitch on the way, and that was almost looked like a pitch out, but not quite.
I can't imagine you would do that in this situation here.
It was just way out of the zone. And the way Cagle was perched, it just looked odd. Either way, it's 1 ball and no strikes to Flemister.
I wonder if Flemister tries to lay a bunt down here.
George, the lead runner, out at second. Excuse me, it's Waddell. Flemister's over at first, and they do show bunt. Oh, and they went right at him.
Did that hit him in the face?
Oh, yeah! Coaching staff's going to come in and check on him. Trainer's immediately out of the Cartersville dugout as well. That came right at Bryant Waddell's face. Umpire immediately called time. So it had to have hit him, because he went straight to the ground. I think that the question is, where did it get him? The umpire has signaled that they're going to award Waddell first base.
And here's the thing, one thing that I'm not liking what I'm hearing right now is that the concern should be right now about Bryant Waddell and how in his well-being. He looks to be okay, but I was hearing some bantering going on in the background about how he should have been called for. It should have been a foul ball, but it never hit the bat, according to what I saw. And Cartersville fans were getting a little upset with that. But either way, the bases are loaded with nobody out, and you got Ace Allen at the plate. A golden opportunity for the Bulldogs to break it open here.
Cedartown with a 2-run lead here in the top of the second inning.
But again, I said I wouldn't be shocked if he tried to lay a bunt down. He did and got hit by the pitch.
Buchanan gets a sign from Cagle.
We'll take another hit here by Ace Allen.
Pitch on the way. That one's blowing in. Ball 1.
Cedartown dugout getting a little lively over there.
1 ball, no strikes to count. And the pitch, and that is lifted to the right side and foul out of play. And that'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
You know, and going back to that hit by pitch, that certainly is a valid argument whether or not he pulled back or not. The home plate umpire, who was the closest to that, said he did not. And that's the only opinion that matters.
1 ball, 1 strike. That one missed upstairs, ball 2. I agree, and I think the only thing that you should change there is you have the argument after you have confirmed that the guy that got hit by the pitch is in fact okay. Then you have that argument. Either way, it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Pitch on the way from Buchanan. Allen hits that to the left side, and that's going to be a leaping grab by the shortstop Vargas, and that saved a run.
That may have, yeah, I mean,
if not 2.
Possibly 2.
So that'll be the first out of the inning.
We got to hand it to him. He leaped in the air. You know, I mentioned it before. Vargas is a young shortstop. He looks like a grown man out there, his size, and able to use that size to his advantage. Leaps up there and takes the base hit away from Ace Allen in an RBI.
Right.
Keegan Bozeman, 1 for 1 with a run scored, will try to add to the Bulldog tally. 2-0 the score. None have come across yet in this inning. Base is still loaded.
First pitch on the way to Bozeman. That's in the dirt. Good stop there by Cagle. Everybody stays put.
I need those words. I need the pitch.
Timothy George, the lead runner at third. B.J. Flemister at second. Bryant Waddell over at first. Bozeman at the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Buchanan about to throw pitch number 45 of the night. And here it is. And it's in there for a called strike 1, and that'll even up the count.
And both games, starting pitchers for Cartersville, heavy workload early and had to be pulled. The Dogs have to get every opportunity they can get to score against this powerful Cartersville team.
1-1 just about hit Bozeman. He had to go to the dirt.
And Timothy George over at third kind of shrugged his arms. He's like, take that one, man. That's not going to hurt you too bad. It would be 3-0.
Brian did it. You can do it.
2 balls, 1 strike. Bases loaded, 1 out in the inning. Pitch on the way. That one is lifted to the right side. Will it stay in play? No. Lands in the bleachers of the home side.
Yeah, here they have a pretty high homestand bleachers, and they've got some reserved back seats there in front on the home side. Very nice facility here at Cartersville. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Bozeman. This is so far probably the biggest pitch of the game so far for Buchanan.
Big pitch here.
And if it's a ball, if this pitch is the ball, the next pitch will be the biggest.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Buchanan gets set. Sign from Cagle. Pitch on the way, and that was well upstairs, and that's ball 3. And now you've got the biggest pitch of the game so far. Nowhere to put him. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. Buchanan, long look in. Gets a sign from Cagle. Comes set. The payoff pitch is on the way. That one's lifted foul, out of play.
Great battle going on here between Bozeman and Buchanan. That was his 49th pitch. He'll be throwing his 50th pitch here in just a moment in just 2 innings. But as we know, Cartersville has a deep well to draw from for pitching.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Another payoff pitch on the way to Bozeman. That one's lifted foul and out of play down the first base side. He'll see another one.
What a battle. And again, we've seen the praises so many times of Keegan Bozeman. And I think he might have swung at ball 4, and I think he just realized that he did. But either way, he fights it off and stays alive. He's had some great at-bats here in this game.
Another payoff pitch on the way to the young right fielder. Nope. Everybody goes back. Buchanan trying to maybe catch Flemister out at second base sleeping, but he's back. No throw to second. Bozeman back in the box. Buchanan comes set. Payoff pitch again on the way. This time it's lifted to center field. It's going to be a play for Turner. He'll make the grab. George is going to tag from third, and he's going to score, and the Dogs are now up 3-0 after the sacrifice fly from Keegan Bozeman. A productive second out of the inning for the Dogs.
I'll take a sac fly right there.
Flemister stays put at second base. And so that's going to bring up Tweet Gerald. Tweet walked in his first plate appearance, would come around to score a run. Tweet had some hard-hit balls in game 1 of the doubleheader, but they were right to the middle infielders. Let's see if he can get one through here. First pitch on the way to him. That's in the dirt. That's going to get away from Cagle, and everybody's going to move up. Big turn at third by Flemister, but he'll stay put there. Another one of those, and the Dogs will have doubled their score. 2 runs in the first, 1 run here in the second. A 3-0 lead over the home team. And the 1-0 on the way to Tweet. And that one is hit right to the second baseman. Hosea will field and fire over to first for the third out of the inning, but not before the Dogs are able to strike for another run. It's 3-0. We'll go to the home half of the second, back after this 60-second break here on the official Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company. Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
Dogs lead 2. They do score 1 with the bases loaded. Could have been a lot worse, and probably Dogs hoped for a little bit more, but we'll take what we can get against this really good Cartersville team. And Timothy George will take another quick inning if possible. The Hurricanes go in order, 1, 2, 3 in the first inning. It'll be 4, 5, and 6. Elrod, Reynolds, and Hosea due up as the Cartersville Canes will face Timothy George. And as we mentioned, George with minimal pitches, only thrown so far 10 pitches and 6 of them for strikes in that first inning. Very efficient.
Nolan Elrod, the DH here in Game 2 of the doubleheader. Game 3 of the series will lead things off in the bottom half of the second inning. George gets a sign from Allred. First pitch on the way to him. That one missed up, ball 1. And the 1-0 on the way. That misses outside, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes to count. And the 2-0 on the way. That one misses low, ball 3. You don't want to issue a leadoff walk here to your DH. Got to come back and throw a strike here if you're George. low, ball 4, and it will be a leadoff walk on 4 straight pitches. So that's going to bring up Reynolds, the left fielder.
Left fielder number 12, Cooper Reynolds.
He'll come to the plate with the runner over at first and nobody out in the inning. George will have to work from the stretch here with Elrod over at first. He'll check the runner. Pitch on the way. Big breaking ball. Missed upstairs, ball 1.
Well, I mentioned quick innings and 4-pitch walk start this inning, and he's missed with 5 straight here. We hope that Timothy can regain some of that control that he had in the first inning.
George will check the runner over at first. And pitch on the way. That one missed, ball 2.
Didn't miss by much. Allred was set up outside. It was farther in, but it seemed to have the plate, at least to my eye. Hoping umpire does not agree. 2-0.
George comes set, pitch on the way. Called, strike 1. That ends the 6 straight ball streak. Finally gets a strike on the board for George. You know, if we were in College Station, they would have been yelling ball 6. 2-1 on the way. Misses upstairs, ball 3. Again, Allred was set up off the plate. That one much further in and then up.
So you got to be real careful, though. If you're going to miss in like that, you can't. If it's a little bit lower, it's going to be a target.
3 balls, 1 strike. Pitch on the way from George. Misses well outside, and back-to-back walks by Timothy George has put runners at first and second to start off this bottom of the 2nd inning. And now the tying run all of a sudden comes to the plate in the form of Hosea, the second baseman. Jose comes to the plate, runner at first and second in the form of Elrod at second and Reynolds at first. George on the mound. Looks in, gets the sign from Allred. And the pitch. That one's hit to the right side, and that one is going to get down in front of Bozeman, and the runner is going to round third, no throw in, and the Hurricanes are on the board. It's 3-1.
Yeah, good job there by Bozeman to play that on a hop. I mean, your senses may be telling you to try to dive for that ball and catch it. If it gets past you, it's disaster. It's disaster. I mean, 2 runs are in, runner at third base if that happens. So he did a good job there to play it on the hop. You do give up the run in the first hit of the ball game. 3-1 the score now. Cartersville's trailing the Bulldogs.
This will bring up Turner, the center fielder. Pitch on the way from George. Low, ball 1. Timothy all of a sudden really struggling to find the strike zone here in the 2nd inning. Only took him 10 pitches to get through the first inning. 1-0 on the way. That misses upstairs, ball 2. Time is called, and Gavin Allred is going to trot out to the pitcher's mound and have a conference.
I think this is a good timeout, Sam. Just trying to calm down. You know, Timothy is still certainly in a position here to get an out. He needs to just concentrate on getting this batter out the plate, and Turner. Maybe you can get a ground ball double play. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 2nd. 2 runs for the Dogs on the top of the 1st and 1 run in the top of the 2nd. Cartersville has answered here with 1 in this bottom half of the 2nd. Threatening for more.
George comes set, pitch on the way. That's lifted to the right side, and that is going to get foul and out of play. It does actually stay. Hit right at the fence. So that takes account to 2 balls and 1 strike. George on the mound, looks in, gets the sign from Allred. 2 balls, 1 strike. George steps off. Now he'll get back on and ready to go. And the 2-1 on the way. And that one is lifted and belted down the left side. And that ball is long gone and out of here. And just like that, the 3 erased, and the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes have played it 4 runs here in the bottom of the second inning and taken a 4-3 lead. A 3-run home run from Turner, the center fielder, puts the region leaders back on top.
Sam, it was just a question of whether or not it was going to stay fair, and it was fair by a good bit. That one disappeared into the trees. Second home run hit by Cartersville today, and that was an absolute blast over the left field fence. A 3-run jack, and the Canes are right back out on top, 4-3. That'll bring up Gandy.
Now batting for the Canes, first baseman number 20, Johnny Gandy.
Gandy, my 9th man in the order, the 6th man to bat in this inning. Pitch on the way to him, called strike 1. Still nobody out. The 0-1 on the way. Breaking ball lifted to center field. It's going to be a play for B.J. Flemister, who will range over from left field, and he makes the grab for out number 1. We knew coming into this season, Andrew, that the question mark was going to be in pitching with the Dogs. We knew we had some quality pitching, but we didn't know about the quantity of pitching that we've had. And so far, the Dogs have been able to manage, but when you come up a team as tough as Cartersville, they're going to exploit every weakness that you have. And they have jumped all over Timothy George here in the bottom of the second inning. First pitch on the way to Logan as we're back at the top of the order. Nope, that is...
No, this is Cagle. This is Cagle, the 9th man.
Pitch on the way, swing and a miss, 0-2. Sorry, Cartersville's... I had to switch over to Cartersville's game changer. And they've got it a little misconstrued. The 0-2 on the way is in the dirt, ball 1. So you are right, Cagle, the 9th man in the order. Then we'd go back to the top to Logan. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. And the pitch from George. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's the second out of the inning and the first strikeout of the night for Timothy George.
Well, that's a good job there. You give up the 3-run home run. You don't panic. You just get out there and get back to business. He gets 2 quick outs after the homer. And now we are back to the top of the order in Logan.
Logan is 0 for 1 on the afternoon here in game 2 of the Twin Bill. First pitch on the way to him from George. Breaking ball just missed, ball 1.
Pretty good, but no call.
Look in by George. And the pitch. The 1-0's fouled straight back. Strike 2. Excuse me, strike 1. Count now even. 1 ball and 1 strike. George gets a sign from Allred. The 1-1 on the way. Upstairs, ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. That one buzzed the tower, ball 3. Talking about other sports and scores from around the area, very sad to report that the 10U crushed softball team was handed their first loss of the season last night at the hands of the Edward Graves coached Auburn Tigers. 3-1 on the way. Called, strike 2, and they'll take the count full.
Did he really name his team the Auburn Tigers?
They are.
I would expect nothing less from him.
Not at all.
And I would expect he would have a pretty good squad on his team. There's a good pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. But a 3-run home run And another
Cartersville High School
run coming across as well, and the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes are ahead 4-3 as we head now to the third inning. 60-second break. We'll return after this.
There's nothing quite like the indoor comfort of a Daikin HVAC system. And not everyone can deliver the HVAC expertise and service quite like us, your local Daikin Comfort Pro. We're committed to your heating and cooling needs, whether you're looking for a system checkup or a replacement that fits your lifestyle and budget. Call us, your local Daikin Comfort Pro, today.
Call MasterTech Heating and Air at 770-748-6965 or visit us online at mymastertech.com, and go Dogs.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, two Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
A 3-run home run was part of a 4-run rally for the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes in the bottom half of the second. 4-3, they lead it over the Dogs. We do lead in the hit column, though, with 4, but the Canes with a couple of big hits there. We do have a pitching change out there. The night will be over for the starting pitcher for the Canes. That was Buchanan. Goes 2 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, no strikeouts. Will give way to Hickman, who was the starting catcher in the previous game. He is out on there on the mound. And Everett Perkins will be the batter after the Canes have retaken the lead after that 4-run second.
4, 5, and 6 due up here for the Dogs. Top of the third inning. Perk walked in his first plate appearance, and he takes ball 1 there. Now Everett climbs back in the box and ready to go. The 1-0 on the way from Hickman. This is low, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
Let's go, Bob. Let's go, kid.
Hickman gets the sign from Cagle. Comes set, the 2-0 on the way. In there, called strike 1. You can see Perkins almost went after that one. And the 2-1. That just missed, maybe upstairs. It'll be 3 balls and 1 strike. Thought that was another good-looking pitch there by Hickman.
Yeah, they appealed to see if he was able to check his swing, and the field umpire said he did, so it's 3-1.
Cut on and missed, and that'll take the count full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. He almost swung out of his shoes on that one. Perkins climbs in. Payoff pitch on the way from Hickman, and that hit him. And Perkins immediately goes to the ground. He'll throw off the elbow guard, and he'll walk it out to first base. Got him, looks like, on the inside of the right arm. That's what he's looking at as he trots down to first. Coach Lane out of the dugout to check on him, and Perkins shakes him off, says, "I'm good, Coach." He'll show it to Coach Blankenship down on the first baseline.
It'll just leave a little bruise there.
Yeah, that one's probably going to leave a mark. I agree.
First baseman number 20.
So that'll bring up Holiday.
But anytime that pitching arm gets hurt, that concerns me. I'm sure it concerns the Bulldogs as well.
Holiday 0 for 1 with a big fly out in his first at bat. Looks at called strike 1. He's behind in the count.
The Atlanta Hawks with a big lead over the Brooklyn Nets in the first half.
The Hawks have had an incredible second half of the season.
Well, they're playing hot at the right time. If they can go in the playoffs like this, who knows what they'll do.
That one's fouled off at the plate. Into the catcher's glove, I think.
And all they had to do was trade Trae Young.
I know, right?
That's all it took.
I hate it for them, but Ice Trae had to go.
It was the best for all parties involved, I believe.
I agree. 0-2 on the way to Holiday in the dirt. Good stop there by Cagle, and that'll take the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. It was time for Ice Tray to find a new freezer. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count, and Hickman steps off.
You know, for the longest time, Ice Tray was pretty much it. I mean, there were some big names on the roster, but the Hawks really have a great team core now.
1-2, inside part of the plate gets him on a called strike 3 as Day goes down looking, and that'll be the first out.
Yeah, that was just filth right there from Hickman, able to paint the inside corner. 1 gone in the inning, and that will be
Catcher number 8.
the catcher, Gavin Allred. And Allred, in his 1 at bat, retired. So he's 0 for 1.
Hickman will check the runner. Perkins over at first. Comes set, pitch on the way in the dirt. Another good stop there by Cagle to keep it in front of him. And Gavin's quickly ahead in the count. 1 ball and no strikes. On the way. Runner goes. Throw down to second. Not in time. It actually gets through him. But the center fielder, Turner, will come in and clean it up. And Perkins has the base swiped. It is 2 balls and no strikes on Allred.
Hey, do a job right here, Gav. Do a job.
So the Dogs threatening here now after the stolen base by Perkins. Need Allred to put it in play. The 2-0 on the way. Cut on and fouled. Or no, it got away from the catcher. And Perkins easily takes third as that one got all the way to the backstop away from Cagle. It was a swing and a miss. Strike 1 from Allred. The way it just jumped back, I almost thought maybe it just glanced off the bat and I didn't hear it.
Yeah, that's what it looked like, but the home plate umpire says no, just a swing and a miss.
That'll take the count. 2 balls and 1 strike. And the tying run stands at third base for the Dogs. Allred calls timeout. He'll step back into the box.
Well, that's why it was so big for Timothy George to recover and just give up that. After the 3-run home run, he retired the next few batters.
2-1, high and away, ball 3.
You're still in this ball game, and a chance for Cedartown to tie it up here or take the lead.
3-1 on the way. Called strike 2, and that'll take the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you do here, if you're Allred, you don't want to strike out looking. And the 3-2 is lifted. That's going to be deep enough at center field. Turner will make the grab. Perkins will tag, and he is easily going to come in. And Gavin Allred has tied the game with a sac fly to center field. And it's 4-all here in the top of the 3rd inning. The second out of the inning, a very productive inning, or a very productive out, I should say, for the Dogs.
Well, and in that kind of situation, that's all you can ask for. You know, other than a base hit, Timothy George will try to keep the inning going.
First pitch on the way to George, taken upstairs, ball 1. ESPN with an announcement earlier this week that they are assigning a guest reporter for the par 3 contest. The 1-0 to George missed low, ball 2, and it has me very nervous. So, of course, if you're familiar with the Masters, on Wednesday they have the par 3 contest ahead of the opening round on Thursday. 2-0 on the way. And they're called strike 1. And the par 3 contest
Travis Kelce.
His brother,
Jason
Jason
Kelce.
And it just makes me nervous. Of course, the par 3 contest is much more relaxed and laid back. That pitch misses upstairs, ball 3. But there is a certain level still of decorum that you have to maintain while on the grounds of Augusta National. I worry Jason Kelce is going to go there, and it's going to look like the circus came to town. Chopper out to short. Vargas will field and fire over to first, but it's a low throw, and it gets away from Crawford. And George is going to be safely in at first base.
Well, and what happened there, Sam, was it was a high bouncer. He had to jump high in the air to field it. That Vargas, that's going to be a single there by Timothy George on the high bouncer. I don't know if they get him even if they throw an accurate throw over there. It low bounced. Timothy George will be relieved for a courtesy runner.
And it's his younger brother, Daniel George.
Yeah.
So George for George out there over at first. Also saw where Marty Smith announced that he got a contract extension for ESPN.
I like Marty.
I do too. First pitch on the way to B.J. Flemister, catches the outside part of the plate, strike one.
Southern boy done well.
Absolutely.
I love what he does on the SEC network as well.
Oh, yeah. Marty and McGee.
Yes.
No balls, one strike to count on Flemister. Pitch on the way. That one gets past Cagle, and George is easily going to be down at second base on the pass ball or wild pitch. We're going to go with what, wild pitch on that one?
I would say so. Base hit could give Cedartown the lead right here.
And Flemister very capable of delivering it. 1 ball, 1 strike, runner at second, 2 outs in the inning. 1-1 on the way. Upstairs, ball 2. Good take there if you're Flemister. BJ back in the batter's box. 2-1 on the way. Misses in the dirt again. This time Cagle able to keep it in front of him. Ball 3.
You know, from what I'm seeing, how the Dogs have played against this Cartersville team and how other teams have played against this Cartersville team. First the pitch. I missed ball 4 upstairs. But, Sam, I really feel like this Cedartown team is one of the elite teams in this region. I think you look at, and again, Dalton, I really think even though Dalton has that great record, I don't think Dalton's really been tested yet. You look at what they did with Altoona. Altoona took 2 out of 3 from them. They had all the easy games in the or series in the region first. They had their cross county rival. They've got Woodland and Cass and Hiram, but they haven't played Cartersville yet. They're playing Cedartown next week, so that's a key series for the Dogs and for Dalton next week.
Bryant Waddell at the plate, looks at called strike 1. I agree. The Catamounts have something coming for them, and I hope they're ready. Because if we don't get them, I promise these guys out here in the white jerseys and the purple pinstripes, they will get them. The 0-1 on the way. In the dirt, Cagle gets the stop. George is going to take off for third. The throw down, and Daniel's in there safely. It was a high throw to Gandy.
Yeah. Lucky it wasn't over his head.
And George able to squeeze in underneath it. Flemister also moving up. So Flemister now at second. And George, the go-ahead run out at third base. Waddell at the plate. Hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance. A scary one. 1-1, fouled straight back, and that'll take the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, he was squaring the bunt, and the pitch came in on him and hit him, I guess, on the chest. We were afraid it might have been in his face, but it looks to be that it was probably just the chest.
So count 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out. Dogs threatening. The 1-2 is in the dirt. It also gets away. Here comes George. He's going to score from third, and the Dogs have retaken the lead 5-4. 3 of the 5 runs that the Dogs have scored have come off of wild pitches that have gotten away from Cagle.
I mean, that is, again, taking advantage of the situation you've been given. And you got to do that against this Cartersville team. You know, they've had some mistakes tonight, but you got to take advantage of those mistakes, and Cedartown has done that to retake the lead 5-4.
2-2 on the way to Waddell. Called strike 3 on the outside part of the plate. And the Dogs strand one, but they score 2 and retake the lead. We'll go to the bottom of the third. 5-4 here from Cartersville. We'll be back after this 60-second break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big Double A.
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific needs. So call Croker's for a steel today. That's 770-748-4842 to learn more about steel in Cedartown.
Coverage of Cedartown High School Bulldogs baseball on the Big Double A is brought to you in part by Republican State Representative Trey Kelly of Cedartown.
This is Representative Trey Kelly. I want to wish all the players and coaches a safe and successful season. You've worked hard to represent us on the field, and I'm proud to represent you in the Georgia House of Representatives. Again, this is Representative Trey Kelly, and I want to thank you for listening to the Big Double A. Go Dogs!
This announcement paid for by State Representative Trey Kelly, kellyforhouse.com.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big Double A.
We head now to the bottom of the third, 5-4 the score. A scoring change. They changed a Cedartown hit to an error for Cartersville, so it's now 5-4-0 for the Bulldogs, 4-2-1 for the Canes. But the Cedartown Bulldogs retake the lead. Timothy George completing his warm-up tosses here in the home half of the third. He will face 2, 3, and 4, Vargas, Crawford, and Elrod to start this third inning, hoping for a much cleaner inning for Timothy George, similar to that first inning where he got the top of the order 1, 2, 3. And these are the guys that he were able to handle pretty easily.
So Vargas will lead things off. George comes set. First pitch on the way to Vargas. This is low, ball 1.
And when he's missing on pitches like that, he's not missing by a whole lot. I mean, they're not bad misses. They're just a little bit low or a little bit out of the zone.
Big looping breaking ball in there, called strike 1. A good pitch there by George.
And a great pitch to come back with after, getting behind on a close pitch there at 1-0.
So that'll even up the count, and the 1-1 is on the way. That one is lifted to the left side. Going to be a play for B.J. Flemister, who will make the running grab out in left field for the first out of the inning.
Off the bat, that ball looked like it might have been trouble. It was hit the other way there by the lefty, but a good job there, Bryant Waddell, who almost 99 out of 100 times is going to run a ball down that's playable. And that'll bring up Cole Crawford.
Crawford 0 for 1, although he carries a big stick. He could launch one out of here. He did so at CHS on Tuesday night. First pitch on the way to him from George. Big cut and a miss. I think that's exactly what he was trying to do.
Yeah, no doubt, trying to tie this game up.
He was trying to make his own contribution to the offering plate. No balls, 1 strike to count. And the pitch. Breaking ball inside. That'll even up the count at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike to count. George the sign from Allred. 1-1 on the way. Lifted foul out of play back behind us. Richard Bell Field, home of the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes, the 2001, 2002, 2003, 2008, 2009, and 2013 state champions. Yes, you heard me correctly. 1-2. That gets past the diving third baseman Perkins. Crawford's around first. He's going to make his way into second, and he's going to be in there safely. Perkins had to get dirty to try to get that one, and it was just off of him, and then it ricocheted off of him and into foul territory. And you had Ace Allen and B.J. Flemister that both went over to try to make a play. And they got it into second base to Tweet, but not in time. And Crawford is there with a one-out double. And so we've got an issue on the field. The runner left second base. The home plate umpire had given the coach time, but I don't think the field umpire recognized that the home plate umpire had given him timeout. So when the runner out at second, Crawford left second, Cedartown was going to try to tag him out.
Well, and they did apply the tag, and that's heads up by the Bulldogs trying to get it out there, but the home plate umpire shuts that down.
This will be Elrod, the DH. He has walked and scored a run. First pitch on the way from George. That is lifted foul and out of play. Cartersville also would go to the state championship in 2004, 14, 18, 22, 24, and last year.
Yeah, 3 out of the last 5 years they've had state final appearances. In 2022, that was in Class 5A. In the last couple of years in Class 4A.
The 0-1 on the way from George. Crawford will try for third. It's going to be a fly ball to center field. It'll be Waddell. No, it'll be Flemister that makes the grab for out number 2. So Flemister coming over from left field and Waddell coming in from center field. But BJ takes the lead, and that is the second out of the inning.
Crawford was about 2/3 of the way to third base. He had to book it to get back to second base to avoid getting doubled off. It'll take a 2-out hit. We'll see if Reynolds can keep it going for the Canes. The Bulldogs up 5-4 here in the bottom of the third. Tying run at second.
First pitch on the way from Timothy George. Misses low and away. Ball 1. Still a great crowd on hand here, both in the home side and the visiting side. Church parking lot also stays packed. 1-0 on the way. Chopper to the right side. It'll be played for Tweet. He boots it, and the runner is going to be safe. That'll put runners on the corners. That is typically a ground ball out to the right side, but that just came off the heel of the glove of Tweet Gerald. Well, unable to contain it.
Yeah, and Sam Gerald had to really move over. He got behind it, but it did go off his glove. He was able to get his hands on it and knock it down to save the runner from scoring from second. But they are at the corners, and it should be an out. That's going to be an E4. Very rare error there on the sure-handed second baseman.
Here's Jose, who is 1 for 1 with a run scored. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. George trying to work out of trouble for the second straight inning. 5-4 is your score here in the bottom of the third inning, but Cartersville is threatening. First pitch on the way from Timothy George. That is a pop-up, and that'll be Bryant Waddell. He'll range over to his left, and he'll make the grab for out number 3. The Hurricanes threaten, but they're left on the bases. It's a 5-4 lead for the Dogs. We'll head to the top of the fourth. We'll be back after this 60-second break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673. Looking for great deals? Stop by Livewire Surplus, located on North Main Street in Cedartown. They've got everything from tools and generators to patio furniture, lawn mowers, flooring, cleaning supplies, mini splits, and much more. Whether you're tackling a project or upgrading your space, they've got what you need. Come check them out at the store today. You'll never know what you might find. Check them out on Facebook or visit their new website, livewiresurplus.com. That's Livewire Surplus, 546 North Main Street in Cedartown, 678-861-5021.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
Welcome back as we head to the top of the fourth inning. Cedartown preserves their one-run lead, 5-4. Some good defense and good pitching by Timothy George. 5-4-2 for the Dogs, 4-3-1 for the Canes. And it'll be the top of the Bulldog order due up in the third time through. It'll be Ace Allen, Keegan Bozeman, and Tweet Gerald. The one error there by Gerald does not hurt, thankfully, in the previous inning in the bottom of the third. I was telling Sam, looking forward to tomorrow, a chance to see former Bulldog Dylan Cupp play. He is in town playing Kennesaw State. Got a new pitcher on the mound as well for the Canes. This will be the third pitcher they've used. Number 33 is the pitcher, and that is J.R. Nichols. So J.R. Nichols will take over. The line will go like this for Hickman. 1 inning of work, 2 runs scored, no hits, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts.
Nichols is the plate for Cedartown. Shortstop, Ace Allen.
Ace Allen will face Nichols for the first time. We'll see if he can keep the ball rolling for the Dogs. Cedartown has scored in every inning. 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third.
First pitch on the way from Nichols, misses outside to Allen, ball 1.
Cartersville, they've got a ton of personnel and plenty of arms they can use if they need to. They've already gone to 3 pitchers here in the last 3 innings.
Allen again with a high, towering fly ball to the left side, but foul.
They'll never find that ball. Way into the trees.
Regardless of how this game turns out and how the series winds up, I think it'll be safe to say that the Dogs at least made the Hurricanes throw everything they had at them. Pitch on the way to Allen. Misses outside, ball 2. Like you said, 3 different pitchers already here in game 3 of the series. We've also seen 3 different catchers. Now, the Dogs also carry 3 catchers. You have Gavin Allred, who is the obvious main catcher. You have Waylon King, that is a backup catcher. And then you have a young Carson Garcia, who is the 3rd catcher on the squad for the Dogs. 2-1 on the way. That's in the dirt, or almost in the dirt. Ball 3. You see Garcia sometimes come out during innings, especially if Allred was the last out of the inning or if he was on base when the inning came to a close. He'll go out and catch the warm-up pitches. That one's outside, ball 4, and Allen is aboard with a leadoff walk.
Cedartown, to me, it seemed like at the plate had they been a lot more disciplined. Yeah, they've struck out twice in this. Well, have they struck out twice? Yeah, they've struck out twice in the game, but have walked 5 times. Great plate discipline. 5 walks, 4 hits, and 5 runs scored. And there's another base on balls there, and a chance for the Dogs to add to this 1-run lead, 5-4.
Bozeman's 1 for 1 with a run scored and an RBI. First pitch on the way to him, and they're called strike 1. And I think discipline is the key word there. I like the term that you use there, because that is going to be a hallmark of Coach Brett Lane's coaching tenure here at CHS, is going to be teams that are disciplined. And that's exactly what the Dogs are showing at the plate tonight.
Almost thrown away there to first.
Crawford over at first, giving Nichols a little instruction back at the mound. No balls, 1 strike to count on Bozeman. Keegan steps back in the box. He's ready to go. Allen with a conservative lead over at first, but he's going to go. Fires down to second base, and he is there safely.
A good throw gets him, but the throw was short-hopped, I believe. I got a bad angle on it from where I'm sitting.
Tough view from our vantage point. But either way, Allen has the stolen bag. So Ace now stands at second. And the count is even on Bozeman, 1 ball and 1 strike. Keegan stands in the box, and he's ready to go to work. Dogs trying to pick up an insurance run here in the top of the 4th inning. Keegan shows bunt in the dirt. Was able to pull it back. Good stop this time, as the count now goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. So Bozeman back in the box, ready to go. And the 2-1 on the way. That one missed outside, ball 3. So 3 balls and 1 strike to count.
Pretty close, but no cigar.
Keegan Bozeman ahead in the count. He's in the driver's seat here. Runner out at second. Nobody out. 3-1 the count. Top of the 4th, pitch on the way to him, and they're called strike 2. And again, Bozeman looked at strike 2. He can't be afraid to swing the bat here. Full count. And the payoff pitch is on the way, and that's in the dirt. And good take there by Bozeman, and he draws the walk. So now you got runners at first and second, and here comes Tweet.
I mean, Cartersville's given Cedartown all kinds of opportunities here in this second game. And we've cashed in for a lot of those opportunities. I think in that second inning, we would have certainly wished for more. The bases were loaded. We were only able to bring home 1 run. But right now, 2 on, nobody out, and a chance for Tweet, who is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored.
Timeout is called, and it looks like we're going to have a coach's visit. Now, according to Game Changer, and I think they are correct, it looks like now that Hickman has come off of the mound, he may have gone back behind the plate and is catching again.
I wouldn't be shocked about that.
Of course, because of
we'll check his number when he gets back.
Well, if you can see through that back piece of the chest protector, I give all the power to you there. I tried to figure it out for a moment and gave up.
98-85, Hawks lead over the Brooklyn Nets. You know, I'm old enough to remember when they were the New Jersey Nets.
Yeah, absolutely.
And also, does Seattle get a basketball team again? We'll find out soon.
It is Parker Lively that has come in to replace Cagle as the catcher. Appreciate our friends over next door to us in the PA box.
Yeah, again, we want to thank them for their hospitality, allowing us to be over here in this other end of the booth. Typically, WBHF Radio in Cartersville, when they come to cover games, they broadcast in this space. But I really appreciate their hospitality and allowing us to be over here. And they've been nothing but nice, and we appreciate them. Coaching visit here. After that, they're gonna pull him.
Well, that was the first coach came out and went back, and then the head coach came out and he pulled him. I'm wondering if he's hurt and he's got to come out from some kind of injury.
He's kind of favoring that lower back, so he looks like he's going to be done. We'll see who the new pitcher is when we come back. It's 2 on with nobody out here in the top of the 4th inning. Cedartown 5, Cartersville 4. Back after this 60-second break on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big Double A.
Bradford's Drug Store in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacists take time to get to know you and answer any questions you may have. Go by and see Justin Strickland and all the folks at Bradford's, and be sure to use their convenient drive-thru. 500 North Main Street in Cedartown, 770-748-3100. Bradford's Drug, your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy.
Hey, it's the Border Mexican Restaurant located at 718 North Main Street right here in Cedartown. They serve a wide variety of your favorite Mexican food made fresh daily. Great food, great fun. It's great for the whole family. Come see us at the Border Restaurant right here on Main Street in Cedartown, or you can call for takeout at 678-246-1031. The Border Mexican Restaurant is the best Mexican food north of the border. That's the Border Restaurant right here in Cedartown. Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
Welcome back. New pitcher is going to be one we saw back on Tuesday. He ended the game for the Canes. It's number 16, the side-winding Wyatt Earwood. So a completely different style of pitching. We've seen all kinds of styles of pitching. We've seen left-handers. We've seen righties. We've seen 5, 6 different pitchers in this entire series, Sam. It's just been a lot for Cartersville to choose from. This is the second time, though, in the series we've seen Wyatt Earwood. We know what he's got. He just about throws underhanded when he throws to the plate and has a lot of movement on it. And any of those sidearm submariner pitchers, it comes at you at a different angle, and if you're not used to it, it really can baffle you. Also, we also have another defensive adjustment for the catcher. You mentioned
Parker Lively.
Parker Lively is going to be back behind home plate. So game changer is incorrect. So the warm-up tosses. Earwood should have as much time as he needs. They're going to give him one more pitch, I think. So we hope that Hickman's okay, or rather J.R. Nichols is okay. Their third pitcher. This is the fourth pitcher they've used in this game. But we hope he's okay. It looked like he might have pulled something or tweaked something in his lower back. He was walking off the mound gingerly, kind of holding his lower back as he was heading to the home dugout. And we certainly hope he's okay.
We talked about at length the depth that Cartersville has. During that last break, I went and counted it up. So on our roster card, we got 16 kids. On Cartersville's roster card, they got 26 listed.
10 more on there than we do.
Back during football season, they had about 40 more than we did, it seemed like. Tweet Gerald at the plate. He'll be the first man to face Earwood. First pitch on the way from Earwood, and it's a chopper up the middle. It'll be the shortstop Vargas who will field to second. They will fire to first and in time, and it's a double play, a 6-4-3 on the first pitch from Earwood. And Allen will be the lead runner at third.
Well, that's for Cartersville. That's exactly what the doctor ordered right there. You had 2 on, nobody out, and even with a very fast runner there in Tweet Gerald, he cannot beat it out at first base, and it's a double play. 2 outs, and it's up to the Bulldogs' third baseman, Everett Perkins. He has walked once and scored.
Another golden opportunity that the Canes gave the Dogs, and it might be slipping away unless Perkins can connect here. First pitch to him is upstairs, ball 1.
And the good thing is, if I wanted anybody on this team in this situation right now, it would be Perkins. Perkins has seen everything.
1-0 is in there, called strike 1. That'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, and that's one you just got to spit at and say, look, I can't do anything with. Take it, and, wait for the next pitch.
That's just a tough adjustment to make. 1-1, swing and a miss, strike 2.
That one started down, went up, and went back down, had a curve on it.
Just an ugly, nasty-looking pitch
like
there from Wyatt Earwood. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 on, 2 out. A chopper to the left side. It'll be another play for Vargas. He'll field, fire to first, and in a time, got him by a step and a half. And the Dogs leave 1. And it's a 5-4 lead. We'll go to the home half of the 4th. We'll be back after this 60-second break. You are listening to Cedartown High School Baseball here on the Big AA.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for 100 years. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call today for tee time, 770-748-9671. Located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buckhannon Highway. Cedartown's original golf course celebrating 100 years. Cedar Valley Golf Course. Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
Well, the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes snuff out the Bulldog rally. 2 on, nobody out, double play, and then the ground out. Bottom of the 4th coming up for the Canes. It'll be 7, 8, and 9, Turner, Gandy, and Hickman. Now, Hickman was due up. Hickman may be replaced in the lineup when they did the defensive change at the catcher's position. We'll have to wait and see how that will be done, but that was the initial lineup there for Cartersville. So we talked about it in the break. Timothy George needs to have a clean inning here. His pitch count isn't bad, but we can't really afford it to get much higher than it is now. George with 47 pitches, 26 of them strikes. He's pitched well despite that 3-run home run, the 4-run inning for Cartersville. Let's see if he can keep it going and turn back over to the offense at the top of the next inning.
First pitch on the way from George is a breaking ball that missed upstairs, ball 1. Turner is 1 for 1. And that was a big, towering 3-run home run. 1-0's in there, called strike 1. That'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. I don't know if Turner liked that call or not. 1-1 on the way. Right back up the middle where it came from, and that'll get through. And Turner will be aboard with a leadoff single. He sent that one straight back up the pipe. So this will bring up Gandy. Gandy is 0 for 1.
It's only the 4th hit for the Canes there, but coming in a good time and a chance for the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes to retake the lead. Cedartown still up 5-4 after that 2-run top of the 3rd.
George will check the runner over at first, gets the sign from Allred. Pitch on the way, they show bunt, it is down. Perkins will field, fire to first in plenty of time. Holiday had to drag his toe on the bag.
He did a great job of keeping it on there and had to navigate with a run or two. Gandy was coming headstrong at him. He had to make that catch, drag the toe, and get out of the way, and he did.
That'll be the first out of the inning. It does move Turner successfully up to second base. And so the tying run now at second, and that's going to bring up Parker Lively. So they will also make the adjustment in the batting lineup as Lively came in to catch for Cagle. Pitch on the way to Lively. Inside, ball 1. Atlanta Braves about 10 minutes or so away from their first pitch of their road trip, game 2 against the Arizona Diamondbacks. That one's in the dirt, ball 2. 17 runs last night against the D-backs out in the desert. 4 long balls. And another good start from Ronaldo Lopez.
A 10-run inning, I think, at one point. The 5th. All started by an ABS challenge.
2-0, up the middle. Fielded by Allen. Will fire to first for out number 2. A great 6-3 put out there by Allen. And the runner is up at third, but there are now 2 outs in the inning, and we'll go back to the top of the order to Logan. He is 0 for 2 with a strikeout.
This is a big at-bat for Cartersville and Cedartown both. Tying run 90 feet away. Logan is due. That's what makes me nervous.
First pitch on the way to him from George, and he is due a free base as that one plunked him in the back.
That one smarts. Shortstop Vargas now 0 for 2.
Home plate umpire quickly to jump in between Logan and the outfield, and then I think he might have asked George if he hit him on purpose, and George,
of course not.
Said
not in this situation.
Not. No.
There's been a lot of hit batsmen tonight.
There have been, but I don't think any of them have been intentional. It has not been that type of battle between these two teams. I think these two teams respect each other a lot. First pitch on the way to Vargas, in there called strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Runners on the corners and 2 outs. Pitch on the way from George in the dirt. Good stop there by Allred, and that'll even up the count.
Clutch stop right there. Saved a tie ball game.
So George will settle in. Working from the stretch here, looks in, gets the sign from Allred. Bulldog backstop, gives him the call. And the 1-1 on the way. Big breaking ball upstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike. Again, that's a really good looking pitch from George if he can just locate it. He's been missing upstairs with it and inside with it to right-handed hitters quite a bit. It's a very dangerous pitch when you can't locate it. 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch on the way. That is lifted to the left side, and that is trouble. That is big trouble. That is down, and that's going to get all the way into the corner. That's going to score 2. Vargas is on his way to third, and he's in there with a 2 RBI triple, and just like that, the Hurricanes are back on top 6-5. We had B.J. Flemister playing in left center field.
Yeah. If he is closer down the line there, he might get to that ball.
At least he would be able to get there and cut it off, but instead it goes all the way to the corner.
Batting first baseman number 24, Cole.
Really surprised at how far off of the line we had Flemister play. And it comes back and hurts the Dogs. So now this will be Crawford. First pitch on the way to him from George. In there, oh no, missed low, ball 1. It had the plate, so the only place it could have been was low. I was ready to give him a mark in the old strike column, but instead it's 1 ball, no strikes.
It's kind of hard for us to see the height of the pitches.
That one's lifted to the left side again, and again Flemister is going to have to track it down. Throw into second base. Crawford is in there safely.
Close play, though.
And the Canes have taken a 2-run lead of 7-5. And just like that, just like they've done all series long, Cartersville battling back.
Well, this is the 3rd time they've seen Timothy George, and again, this is 2-out trouble. Well, I thought we were going to get out of this inning unscathed, but 3 runs have come across, and a 2-run lead for the Canes in the bottom half of the 4th.
So this is going to bring up the DH Elrod. He is 0 for 1. He's got a walk and he scored a run. First pitch on the way to him from George. Breaking ball got away from Allred, and Crawford easily is going to take third. That time with the breaking ball, he missed outside and way low. Bottom of the 4th inning, Cartersville striking for 3 runs. They would hit up the Dogs for 4 in the bottom of the 2nd. They have taken a 7-5 lead here in the home half. 1-0 on the way. That one again is in the dirt. Good stop by Allred to keep it in front of him, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. And George is showing some signs of wear. 63 pitches on the night so far for the young man. Again, the look in to the Bulldog backstop Allred. Gets the sign. Comes set. 2-0 on the way. Breaking ball in there called strike 1. Now that one was located. Kept it away from Elrod. Up in the zone, but he got the call. The 2-1 on the way. That's lifted to the left side. This time, though, it's going to be foul and in the corner over there. Tough spot here for Timothy George. And like you said a moment ago, Andrew, all of this coming with 2 outs in the inning. Got to absolutely despise 2-out trouble. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count on Elrod. And the pitch. Just missed ball 3.
Maybe a little bit outside, perhaps low, but man, it sure was close. Sure was close. That's just good plate discipline there by Elrod.
Full count payoff pitch on the way. George comes set. And the pitch. Lifted foul down the third base side, out of play. So again, a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, and another payoff pitch coming here in a moment. Now the payoff pitch on the way. Hit straight back up the middle, off of George. The run is going to score. And the runner's going to be safe at first, and it's now 8-5. Nothing more Timothy George could have done with that one. It was just hit right back to him, and he had no way to make a play on it. And that's going to warrant a visit from head coach Brett Lane.
Just bad luck. Bad luck right there. This inning, 4 runs have scored with 4 outs, or with 4 outs. 4 runs with 2 outs. They've scored 4 runs back in the second. Here in the fourth, they put 4 up. This is just a talking to right now for Coach Lane, at least at the moment it is. And they're going to stay with him. I mean, his pitch count isn't bad, 67 pitches. But the game is now the largest lead of the night for the Canes, a 3-run lead, 8-5.
They're going to let Timothy throw a couple of pitches just to make sure he's all right, and he gives him the thumbs up after just 1 pitch.
Yeah, that was a comebacker that was right up on him.
So that's going to bring up Reynolds.
Left fielder number 12, Cooper Reynolds.
Cooper Reynolds 0 for 1 with a run scored and a walk. He comes to the plate with 2 outs, 4 runs across, and the runner over at first base. And a pitch error. Allred calls time, and now he's back ready to go. Gets the earpiece in, the helmet reset, and we're ready to go to work. First pitch on the way from George. This is low, ball 1.
Big news in the sporting world. South Carolina ends UConn's perfect season 62-48, and they advance to the championship. Texas and UCLA are just now underway.
You'd love to see an all-SEC championship.
That'd be something.
1-0 on the way. Breaking ball misses. Ball 2. Allred can't find it. Runner is going to move up to second. And the proverbial wheels starting to fall off here in the bottom of the 4th inning for the Dogs. Absolutely nothing going right for the guys in red and black.
Hawks lead 123-96 with about 5 minutes left in the game at Brooklyn.
2-0 on the way. That misses in the dirt. Georgia, last time I looked, was leading Mississippi State in the top of the 9th inning. Arkansas knocks off Auburn 3-2. Oklahoma picked up a win over the Crimson Tide out in Norman.
Top of the 9th, Georgia 3, Mississippi State 1. The game is at Mississippi State.
We'll start Vegas. 3 balls, no strikes to count on Reynolds here, though, in Cartersville. And they're called strike 1.
What is their field? Duty Noble Field or something like that at Mississippi State?
Like
one of the premier facilities in college baseball.
3-1 on the way. Called strike 2. Reynolds was headed to first base.
Might have been a bit generous.
Yeah, it'll take the count full, and we'll take it 3 balls and 2 strikes, and a payoff pitch is due from Cedartown starting pitcher Timothy George, about to throw his 74th pitch of the night. And it is drilled down the right side, and that ball is going to be foul, thankfully. Otherwise, that bad boy was gone. Missed it by about 10 feet.
And again, our angle, it looked like it might have been fair. The home plate umpire had the look right down the line. He called it foul. Wow.
That one was smoked.
Absolutely crushed.
Reynolds just turned on it and drove it.
A loud foul ball, though.
George will get the sign from Allred. Checks the runner at second. Pitch on the way in the dirt. Ball 4. And that's going to put Reynolds aboard. And now it'll be Jose, the second baseman. 1 for 2 with a run scored.
Some other college baseball action. Texas leading South Carolina 3-2 in the top of the 8th. Second-ranked Texas Longhorns.
I believe the Gamecocks got an upset win over Texas last night in game 1 of that series. if memory serves me correctly.
Boy, Vanderbilt has fallen from grace. They're down 11-0 to Texas A&M.
Yeah, so has Tennessee. Both the Tennessee SEC teams not doing well. Breaking ball in there called strike one over the inside part of the plate as George gets ahead of the count here against Jose.
USC leading UCLA 2-1 in the top of the third. Georgia Tech up 4-0 over Cal.
That's one on the way. That one's fouled back.
That's an ACC game.
Yeah.
Cal in the ACC. You thought you would never see the day.
Yep. UCLA still the top team in college baseball.
Oklahoma took down Alabama 4-2 earlier today.
Yeah, absolutely. Boomer Sooner.
We're all with you, Bill.
No balls, 2 strikes, pitch on the way, and that one's lifted foul, back out of play.
Dallas Baptist downed Kennesaw State 7-5 earlier today. Conference USA action.
What are our Gamecocks doing?
Looking for that score as we speak.
I saw it earlier, but
I think they were undefeated in conference play, the last I saw.
No balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first and second. Pitch on the way to Jose. It'll be through. And they're going to wave the runner. Here comes the throw into the plate, and he is going to be dead to rights, and that'll be the third out of the inning. A great throw in by B.J. Flemister, but not before Cartersville strikes for 4 and takes a 3-run lead. 8-5 is your score. We'll go to the top of the 5th inning. We'll be back after this 60-second break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big Double A.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
There's nothing quite like the indoor comfort of a Daikin HVAC system. And not everyone can deliver the HVAC expertise and service quite like us, your local Daikin Comfort Pro. We're committed to your heating and cooling needs, whether you're looking for a system checkup or a replacement that fits your lifestyle and budget. Call us, your local Daikin Comfort Pro, today.
Call MasterTech Heating and Air at 770-748-6965 or visit us online at mymastertech.com, and go Dogs.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
Top of the 5th, the Purple Hurricanes rallying for 4 runs in the bottom half, and they have retaken the lead 8-5. 8 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for Cartersville. 5 runs, 4 hits, and 3 errors for the Cedartown Bulldogs. And for Cedartown, it will be Dalen Holiday, Gavin Allred, and Timothy George, the middle of the order, to face the sidewinding throwing pitcher for the Canes.
Wyatt Earwood coming on in relief in that 4th inning. Holiday hits the first pitch. He sees up the middle, and Jose with a heck of a play and fires over to first. Put that one on Sports Center's top 10.
Robbed him. I mean, absolutely robbed him.
There's going to be a police officer waiting on him at the gates, ready to take him to jail. Armed robbery there by Jose out at second base.
My goodness.
All you can do to that is tip your cap and head back to the dugout. That's exactly what Holiday did. This will bring up Allred.
Catcher number 8, Gavin Allred.
Gavin with a sacrifice fly. He's got an RBI on the night. He comes to the plate with the bases empty and 1 out. Earwood gets the sign from Lively. Pitch on the way, fouled straight back. He's behind in the count, no balls and 1 strike. Again, Earwood with the sign. Pitch on the way. In there, called strike 2 on the inside part of the plate. Allred did not like the call. PGA Tour out in San Antonio at the Valero Texas Open. Week tune-up for the Masters starting a week from yesterday. The NASCAR Cup Series is off for the Easter Sunday holiday. They'll be back in action next week. Of course, last week, Chase Elliott picked up the win in Martinsville, Virginia. Pitch on the way, misses low, ball 1. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Denny Hamlin dominated that race, but some good pit strategy from the 9 crew put Elliott in victory lane for the first time here in 2026. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Cut on and miss, strike 3, and Allred is down on strikes. And now it's going to be up to Timothy George if we want to get something going here in the 5th inning. Of course, the Final Four taking place tomorrow. UConn will take on the Fighting Illini of Illinois, and then the big matchup is Arizona and Michigan. First pitch on the way to George, misses outside, low, ball 1. I have a feeling, even though I said last week that I thought your winner would come from the UConn-Duke game, I've got a feeling that your winner is going to come from the Arizona-Michigan game. 1-0, misses low, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch on the way. That's in there, called strike 1. At the end of Tuesday night's game, I had a moment to talk with Coach Tommy Atha, Cedartown Bulldogs. He's excited about spring football coming up. 2-1 on the way. Hit down the first base side. It'll be a chance for Crawford, who will field and step on first. And the Dogs go in order in the top of the 5th. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Dogs trail 8-5. Back after this 60-second break, and a word from our sponsors here on the Big Double A.
Rocky and Penny Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer. And that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
Welcome back as we head now to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Cedartown trailing the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes. A score of 8-5. The Dogs, nothing doing in the top of the inning. New pitcher, though, for the Bulldogs, Everett Perkins, who started game 1 of this series, will come in relief here. This will be for the Dogs their second pitcher, as Timothy George goes 4 innings, gives up 7 hits, 8 runs, 7 earned, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. Really, Sam, I feel like really Timothy was just a few mistake pitches away from having a really good outing. And this game was a 1-run lead for the Bulldogs up until the previous inning, when the Canes put up 4 and took the lead back. And they lead by 3. But the Dogs putting Everett Perkins, our ace, out there is just going on to show you that Cedartown is trying to stay in this ball game. They know how important it is, and they're bringing out the big guns.
Well, there will be no white flags waving from the Cedartown dugout tonight. Like you said, throwing Perkins out there, they're going to try to claw their way back in this one, and they've got time to do so. But they've got to be efficient here in the bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch on the way to Turner from Perkins, and they're called strike 1.
By the way, you were asking about the Jack State baseball score. They're in the top of the 9th inning. Middle Tennessee is at play. It's a 6-6 tie, top of the ninth at Jacksonville.
Swing and a miss from Turner. Strike two. No balls, 2 strikes.
Exciting game over there. A chance for Jack State to stay perfect in conference play. They're 10-0 in Conference USA action.
Love to see them do it.
And they're 25-6. They almost beat Alabama.
Yeah.
At Jacksonville earlier this week.
Perkins comes set. The 0-2 on the way to Turner. Missed well outside. Ball 1.
By the way, former Atlanta Brave Jeff Blauser, his son is on the Jack State baseball team.
Nice.
Cooper Blauser, I believe is his name.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count on Turner. Perkins comes set, pitch on the way. Misses low, ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out. Bottom of the 5th inning. 2-2 on the way. Fouled off at the plate. And Turner will see another pitch. Perkins will get the sign from Allred. Pitch on the way. Just missed ball 3. That'll take it to a full count. Perkins had Turner 0-2, and now Turner has been able to work the count back full. Payoff pitch on the way from Perk. Swung on and missed. Strike 3, and he's down on strikes as the first out of the inning. Looked like Perkins went with something off speed there, maybe a breaking ball, and he had Turner all out in front of it. That's the first out of the inning, and that's going to bring up Gandy, who is 0 for 1.
Third baseman number 20, Johnny Gandy.
Buddy Perkins is on the mound and ready. He gets into a rhythm, and he gets a little rocking motion going on out there on the mound. First pitch on the way to him, inside, missed ball 1. One ball, no strikes to count. Perkins, the sign from Allred. Comes set, pitch on the way. That one's skied foul down the left side, out of play. No chance at all for Bozeman. So that'll take the count to 1 ball and 1 strike. Bottom of the 5th inning here at Cartersville. Dogs trailing 8-5. Pitch on the way to Gandy. And that's a chopper down the right side. It'll be a play for Tweet. He will field and fire on to first for out number 2. Second out of the inning is Gandy. And that's going to bring up Parker Lively. So Lively comes to the plate with the bases empty and 2 outs.
Catcher number 23, Parker Lively.
So Lively back in the box, ready to go to work. First pitch on the way to him from Perk is taken low, ball 1. You can tell these Cartersville hitters know that Perkins likes to work quickly. They are really taking their time. 1-0 on the way. Breaking ball missed low, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes to count. And that one is belted a mile high and deep to left field, and Flemister does not make the catch. He got underneath it but couldn't make the grab. And Parker Lively's going to be in at third with a triple. He hit that ball a mile high and deep, and Flemister got underneath it at the warning track, but then could not make the squeeze. So more 2-out trouble possibly brewing here in the bottom of the 5th. We'll have a courtesy runner out for Lively, out at third base, and we'll have to go back to the top of the order to Logan. Logan is 0 for 2. He's scored a run, and he's also struck out once. So Logan will climb in the box, and he's ready to go to work. First pitch on the way to him, misses high and away, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch, ooh, breaking ball well inside. Logan was getting ready for that one to hit him, and it broke at the last moment. So 2-0 the count. Pitch on the way, cut on and miss. The courtesy runner out at third is number 28, Noah Cagle. Not to be confused with number 29, Benjamin Cagle, who was the starting catcher here in game 2. The 2-1 on the way. Misses outside, ball 3. Maybe a little high as well. That takes the count to 3 balls and 1 strike. And again, as I just mentioned, 2-out trouble trying to get a brew in here in the bottom of the 5th. The 3-1 on the way from Perk. And that one is lifted to the right side, out of play and foul. So that'll take the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So a payoff pitch coming from Cedartown's Everett Perkins. The 3-2 on the way. Low, ball 4. That puts runners at the corners with 2 outs. And that's going to bring up Vargas. Vargas had the triple in his last plate appearance, which plated 2 runs.
Shortstop number 13, David Vargas.
Vargas would also come around to score a run. That was all a part of that big 4-run 4th inning, if memory serves me correctly. Here we are in the bottom of the 5th. Runners on the corners and 2 outs. Cagle, the courtesy runner, out at third. Logan, the runner, over at first, and the umpire calls time. And they're just double checking because the scoreboard only had 1 out, but now they've corrected it to 2. Allred gets the sign from the dugout. And now Vargas will call timeout, and he's going to step out. Long time getting that pitch called into Allred.
I mean, it's only 10:02.
Yeah. And the pitch from Perkins misses, low and away, ball 1. I told Shelly that I'd hopefully be home between 10 and 10:30. Well, sorry, honey, I lied.
Maybe more like 11 and 11:30.
Yep. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. Miss low, ball 2. Logan is going to easily take second base. Although I'm sure, just like Christy is used to it, very used to our times being way off and when we tell them we're going to be home from work.
She's laughing right now if she's listening. She's at work tonight, though.
2 balls, no strikes. Pitch is high, ball 3.
Wow, that was a strike. I don't know what's going on here. Looks like a pretty good pitch. Maybe a little bit high, I suppose.
The 3-0, called strike 1. I try my best to give Shelly the best time reference that I can, but I hate to say it, but honey, I'll be home when the game's over. Ball 4, and that'll load the bases. And we never know when that's going to be, do we, Mr. Carter?
We never know.
What we do know is the bases are loaded, and here's Crawford.
The wind's picking up as well.
And again, just like in the 4th inning, 2-out trouble. So Crawford at the plate with the bases juiced. First pitch to him is low. Good stop there by Allred. 1-0. Lifted. It'll be to the right side. It's going to be a play for George. Runs in, makes the grab for out number 3. And the Hurricanes threaten, but they leave them loaded. We'll go to the top of the 6th inning. Dogs trail 8-5. Back after this 60-second break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big Double A.
Coverage of Cedartown High School Bulldogs baseball on the Big Double A is brought to you in part by Republican State Representative Trey Kelly of Cedartown.
This is Representative Trey Kelly. I want to wish all the players and coaches a safe and successful season. You've worked hard to represent us on the field, and I'm proud to represent you in the Georgia House of Representatives. Again, this is Representative Trey Kelly, and I want to thank you for listening to the Big Double A. Go Dogs!
This announcement paid for by State Representative Trey Kelly, kellyforhouse.com.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big Double A.
We head to the top of the 6th. Cedartown trails Cartersville 8-5. Canes left them loaded in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Good job by the Dogs to get around it, and Wyatt Earwood will begin his 3rd inning of work. He's pitched 2 scoreless innings and recorded 1 strikeout. Cedartown will bring to the plate it will be B.J. Flemister, Bryant Waddell, and Ace Allen, 8, 9, and 1 due up here at the top of the 6th. By the way, Jack State has the winning run in scoring position with 1 out in the bottom of the 9th inning, tied 6-6 with Middle Tennessee, as Jack State trying to stay undefeated in conference play. B.J. Flemister 1 for 1 with a walk in the game, and he'll take a called strike. 0-1 here in the top of the 6th inning. This game dragging on at 2 hours and 11 minutes into this one. 0-1. Slice down the right side, coming in on it. It's going to drop safely in, and B.J. Flemister has himself a leadoff hit. Logan came charging in, had no chance to make that catch, and Cedartown has their first man aboard here. Again, it's with all the stuff that's happened in this game so far, you know, a 4-run second, a 4-run fourth. Cedartown only trails 8-5. The Dogs are certainly within striking distance. And Bryant Waddell is going to be the batter, 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. Earwood comes set, looks in, deals, and a called strike 1. A 1 pitch, squares to bunt, lays it down perfectly. Picked up there by Earwood, throws on to first in time. Runner moves up to second base, so Flemister at second with 1 out. The bunt is successful, at least in terms of the sacrifice, moving the runner over to second base. 1 gone, and that'll send us back to the top of the order for Ace Allen. Ace 1 for 2 with a walk. He has a hit in the ball game. But again, as I was mentioning, Cedartown is still within this game. It's a 3-run game, 8-5. Certainly not out of reach here. That's fouled off there by Ace for strike 1.
Let's go, Ace.
This really becomes a test of your mental and emotional fortitude, I think, when you're in a situation like this. You are on the verge of getting swept by the region leaders, but you're only down by 3. Like you said, you're right here still in the middle of it.
Jack State walks it off. There's a fly ball to the right side coming in as Logan still coming in, and it's going to be a diving catch. No, a catch attempt by Jose, the second baseman, in foul ground. And it'll be out of play.
I am more and more impressed with that kid the later in this series it gets. I mean, he has just made some remarkable plays out at second base, and he's coming up a little bit lame off of that. He took a hard hit off the turf as he dove to try to catch that ball and might have knocked the air out of him.
Yeah, Jack State wins in a walk-off. It was actually a walk-off wild pitch that did it. Hey. Whatever it takes, you know.
Yeah, we have fortunately been the recipient of a couple of those wild pitch runs scored tonight, but just not quite enough as the Dogs trail here by 3, 8-5. Training staff coming out to see Jose and check on him out over in foul territory, well, just inside the fair line.
I was just lamenting before you got back in here from your break that this game is 2 hours and 14 minutes old. It's been a long, dragged-out affair in the second game of this doubleheader.
It's been a long time since 6 o'clock this morning.
What time's our last?
Really closer to about 5:45 when the first alarm goes off at 5:30.
Jose's okay.
I didn't get up though till about 5:45 this morning. I was running not as behind as I was though
on Thursday. Yeah, Thursday you had to.
What happened?
You had to pull the ripcord on the sports on the first. Well. Yeah. Thankfully, I was up. Some mornings I sleep in, and that was one I did not. So
I don't know what the problem was.
In the meantime, Ace Allen has an 0-2 count with one out and a runner on second base, and that of B.J. Flemister. That's a chopper back up the middle, and it's going to get through. Here comes B.J. Flemister to score, and it's going to be a 2-run game, 8-6.
Now Turner tried to fake out Allen, I think, like he was going to throw in. Yeah, but he just kind of turned and kept the ball in his hand, and Allen very wisely stayed over at first base. So like you said, the Dogs right in the middle of this one. It's a 2-run game, 8-6, and Keegan Bozeman's going to come to the plate. Bozeman 1 for 1 with a run scored. He's got an RBI on the night and a walk.
You know, with all that's been going on, B.J. Flemister 2 for 2, Ace Allen 2 for 3. Keegan Bozeman 1 for 1 with a walk, an RBI, and a run scored, so he's done well.
Here Wood comes set. First pitch on the way to him is upstairs, ball 1. Now, the older you get in life, the more of those breaks you have to take throughout the day.
Yes.
I gave up on both times.
I agree. Whoever just said that. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch on the way. That's in there, called strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike now with the runner of first and 1 out.
Gavin got sniped yet in that senior assassin game.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on, 1 out. 1 run artery across. Throw over to first. Allen is back safely. Apparently, there's a senior sniping game going on with water guns. And
sounds like fun.
Apparently, last person to survive, I think, is going to win some kind of cash prize from what the rumor has it. Now, that's coming from my sophomore. It's 16, so as you know, that means he knows everything.
Everything.
Pitch on the way. This is upstairs, ball 2. No, but he was telling us about the game, but some of the details I have questions about, but I'll reserve those. 2 balls, 1 strike. Throw over to first back. Allen again back safely. You know, that's also how you know that you've reached a certain age in life, when you look at things that high school students are doing, and you, instead of getting excited about them, you say, well, now wait a minute. And you start asking questions.
Whatever, we did stuff that was as bad, if not worse.
Runner goes, throw down to second,
and
they got him.
Easily got him.
And Allen is out at second base, and that's the second out of the inning. It was a heck of a throw down to second by Parker Lively, and that erases the base runner. And the pitch was also a strike, so the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, here's the situation there. That really kills the rally.
Yeah, absolutely. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, swinging to Keegan Bozeman, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. So the Dogs strike for 1, but we still trail by 2. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. We'll be back after this 60-second break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big Double A.
Looking for great deals? Stop by Livewire Surplus, located on North Main Street in Cedartown. They've got everything from tools and generators to patio furniture, lawn mowers, flooring, cleaning supplies, mini splits, and much more. Whether you're tackling a project or upgrading your space, they've got what you need. Come check them out at the store today. You'll never know what you might find. Check them out on Facebook or visit their new website, livewiresurplus.com. That's Livewire Surplus, 546 North Main Street in Cedartown, 678-861-5021. Bradford's Drug Store in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacists take time to get to know you and answer any questions you may have. Go by and see Justin Strickland and all the folks at Bradford's, and be sure to use their convenient drive-thru. 500 North Main Street in Cedartown, 770-748-3100. Bradford's Drug, your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
We head down to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Cedartown able to get 1 run back, but unfortunately still trails 8-6 as the Bulldogs' second pitcher of the game, starting pitcher of Tuesday's ball game, Everett Perkins, completes his warm-up tosses. He will face 4, 5, and 6 Elrod, Reynolds, and Jose. Elrod 0 for 2, Reynolds 0 for 1. Jose 2 for 3. He's had a great game at the plate, and he's been flashing the leather tonight as well, Sam.
Yes, he has. Elrod will lead things off. Elrod with a walk. He's also scored a run. First pitch on the way to him from Perkins. Called strike 1. You know, going back to that Ace Allen getting thrown out at second, I don't mind the call though. You gotta do something here late in the game. Pitch is in there, called strike 2.
Yeah, I get it.
Ace is very rarely caught stealing. The 0-2 on the way from Perkins. This is upstairs, ball 1. Yeah. I don't mind it.
Yeah, and really, we haven't seen many batters. I think that might have been the first one that's been called stealing tonight for the Cartersville Canes.
1-2 is lifted over to the left side and out of play and foul.
So, I mean, you know, roll your dice to see what happens.
Yep.
Only problem is, you know, when you do that, it killed whatever momentum he had. And again, it's one of those, I guess, catch-22 things. You know, it just could happen. Danged if you do, danged if you don't.
And the 1-2 is a breaking ball that misses outside, ball 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes the count on Elrod. And the pitch on the way, big breaking ball again that missed outside, ball 3. Perkins is really trying to work that breaking ball to start on the outside part of the plate and come in and just catch the corner away from the left-handed hitter, but so far it's been hanging up outside. The payoff pitch, though, is lifted to the right side. George is going to go back. He's almost at the wall at the warning track and makes the grab for the first out of the inning. Elrod gave that one a ride to deep right.
The wind blowing in from center field, the flag out there is kind of pointing right at us. I think that ball was aided, or at least knocking down of the ball was aided by the wind. And Cooper Reynolds will be the batter.
Reynolds is 0 for 1 with a run scored.
A couple of walks.
First pitch to him, misses low and in, ball 1.
Me too.
I agree. I feel your pain.
Almost sounded like an echo.
That breaking ball does catch the outside part of the plate.
Yeah, that's pretty.
And that is An even count now at 1 ball and 1 strike. And the pitch, chopper to the right side, and that is going to get through for a 1-out single.
In Arizona, bottom of the 3rd, no score, Braves and Diamondbacks. Grant Holmes on the mound for Atlanta.
So Reynolds is aboard, and that'll bring up Jose. He is 2 for 3 with a run scored. I'd love a ground ball to the shortstop right here.
That would be fantastic.
I don't know if you'd be able to turn 2 with the speed on the base pads, but at least we could get the base runner, the lead runner there at second. First pitch on the way to Jose from Perkins. Big cut and a miss, strike 1. Perkins working from the stretch with the runner over at first. Gets the sign from Allred, comes set. And the 0-1 is on the way. That one's in the dirt, takes a big hop, gets away from Allred, and there goes your runner to Reynolds to second. And there goes your conventional double play. Of course, again, like I said, with the speed, though, between Reynolds and Jose, it'd be tough to turn it either way. You'd like a shot at it. But instead, it'll even up the count at 1-1 and put the runner at second with 1 out. Perkins comes set, the 1-1, and they're called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Perkins comes set. And the pitch. Breaking ball, lifted to the right side, foul territory. Holiday will go over and makes the grab in front of the Cartersville dugout for the 2nd out of the inning.
He had to kind of navigate a little bit out there. Looks like the ground where he was either slippery or maybe or sloped a little bit. His feet slipped. He's able to keep his balance and held onto the baseball. And a big 2nd out.
So that's going to bring up Harris Turner. He is 2 for 3, 2 runs scored. He's got 3 RBIs on the night. And of course, the Dogs don't need to let him add any more RBIs to that total.
They sure do not.
First pitch on the way to him. Breaking ball inside the inside part of the plate, and that is a called strike 1. Turner had the big 3-run home run. The 0-1 on the way to him. Misses ball 1. That'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
That train sounds like my sleep machine at the house. Makes me want to go to sleep.
1-1 on the way from Perkins. Just missed ball 2.
That looks really, really good. Not much wrong with that one.
Maybe low. That's all I can think about. I don't know. Either way, it's a 2-1 count on the center fielder. And nice. There, called strike 2. Yep. He went with that breaking ball and started it inside to the right-handed hitters and just drops it in there for a backdoor breaking ball strike, and it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second, fouled off at the plate, and that hit Turner, and that one hurt. He's got to take a moment to collect his thoughts.
There's been a lot of hit batsmen. There's been a lot of foul balls off of body parts. I mean, it's been a physical game where a lot of bruises are going to be visible tomorrow morning.
Yeah. If these 2 teams have access to a cold plunge, what you're saying is there might be a waiting line for it.
Absolutely.
Give a cigarette.
We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. There are 2 outs in the inning.
2.5 hours into the game.
There's a runner at second. The count is 2 balls and 2 strikes, and the Hurricanes lead by 2.
And he's still working out
whatever problem he's having.
Yes. 3 innings in the books in Arizona, no score. Top of the 4th will feature Ozzie Albies, Matt Olson, and Austin Riley. Be listening to that ball game on the way home on the Braves Radio Network.
Sirius XM channel 842.
All right, good to know.
Got it memorized. The 2-2, foul back. And Turner will see another pitch. However, my Sirius XM radio in the car will not go all the way up to 842.
But you can use the app.
But I can use the app, and that's exactly what I'll do.
Play at 9.
Another 2-2 pitch on the way from Perkins, and that one is lifted down the left-hand side. Foul and out of play. Nope, it'll stay in. Hits off the fence out there in deep left field foul territory. And so we'll see yet another 2-2 pitch.
Good, right? The lady we coach volleyball.
We had one of those trash grabber things. We could just reach out there and grab it.
I know. That would be great.
Another 2-2 on the way. That one missed well upstairs. Ball 3. Perkins tried to go with another breaking ball that just didn't break.
I was at 9. I was north side at 8. We were in one up 17.
So the count is now full 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the payoff pitch. Lost him, ball 4. So now that puts runners at first and second. And this game just refuses to end as Gandy will come to the plate. He's 0 for 2 on the night.
Third baseman number 20, Gianni Gandy.
There was a guy there in Macon.
Perkins looks in, gets the sign from Allred. First pitch on the way. It's over to the right side. Holiday will field, and he'll take it to first base himself for finally the 3rd out of the 6th inning. We'll go to the top of the 7th. Last chance for the Dogs. We trail by 2. We'll be back after this 60-second break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big Double A.
Hey, it's the Border Mexican Restaurant located at 718 North Main Street right here in Cedartown. They serve a wide variety of your favorite Mexican food made fresh daily. Great food, great fun. It's great for the whole family. Come see us at the Border Restaurant right here on Main Street in Cedartown, or you can call for takeout at 678-246-1031. The Border Mexican Restaurant is the best Mexican food north of the border. That's the Border Restaurant right here in Cedartown.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for 100 years. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call today for tee time, 770-748-9671. Located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buckhannon Highway. Cedartown's original golf course celebrating 100 years. Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
Last chance for the Bulldogs as we have the top of the 7th. Cartersville 8, Cedartown 6. 6 runs, 6 hits, 3 errors for the Dogs. 8 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for the Canes. And you got the good part of the lineup due up for the Bulldogs. Tweet, Gerald, Everett, Perkins, and Dalen Holiday. But they are combined 0 for 6 on the day. So this part of the lineup is due, Sam, and they, again, this is a great spot for the Bulldogs to start a rally here. They're only down by 2 runs. We scraped back one of the runs in the previous inning. We'll see if Tweet Gerald can start a rally here in the 7th to avoid the sweep.
Tweet climbs in the box. He's ready to go to work. Wyatt Earwood still out on the mound in relief for the Hurricanes. First pitch to him is chopped foul at the plate.
Tweet 0 for 2 with a walk. 4 strikeouts on the day. Cedartown hadn't struck out much in this entire series, honestly. And that's, if you want to look at a positive in the series with Cartersville, that's certainly one to look at.
The 0-1 on the way is behind him.
Well, you know, because you can look back at that game against Rockmart when Trey Luke pitched against us and we struck out, 15 times? in that ball game. We've not had a game like that since.
No, we have definitely improved on the strikeout. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch on the way is high and away, ball 2. Do you see the moon out there peeking through the clouds and the trees left field?
Kind of a hazy.
It's pretty.
Yeah. Don't make me sing that song. Outside ball 3, it's like reminds me of football season.
Yes, it does.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie.
3-1. Called strike 2.
He was on his way to first.
Sweet was headed to first. He thought he had a leadoff walk instead. It's a full count and a payoff pitch on the way.
That's a Dean Martin classic, by the way.
Absolutely.
Rat Pack.
And the payoff pitch, a chopper down the third base side. It's going to be a try for Gandy. He will field and fire over to first and got him in time.
He was safe, y'all. Got there at the same time. That was a missed call by the umpire on the field. Got there at the same time, and he's called out. Cedartown's dugout is very upset. Coach Lane calms him down. He's out of the dugout wanting, he's over from the box there wanting an appeal.
No, he's not going to get it.
He's not going to get it. I mean, that call was missed. Bang, bang play, and he was there at the same time as the baseball.
That's going to bring up Everett Perkins. He comes to the plate with the bases empty and 1 out.
Wow. I mean, that was to the deepest part of third base. Gandy made a great throw over there, though, and they get him for the first out.
First pitch on the way to Perkins is drilled to shallow center field. It'll drop in front of Turner, and Perkins has a 1-out single.
Boy, I tell you what, that blown call may come back to haunt us here. With that base hit there, we could have 2 on with nobody out, but it's 1 on with 1 out. And the Bulldogs DH, Dalen Holiday, 0 for 3 with a strikeout, will come to the plate.
So Holiday climbs in the left-handed batter's box, and he's ready to go to work. Spearwood will check the runner at first in the form of Perkins. First pitch on the way to Holiday, fouled off at the plate. And that one, I think, came up and got lively. Home plate umpire is going to walk a baseball out to Yearwood, and typically when that happens, that means he's giving the catcher a moment. Dogs will return to action on Tuesday. We will travel to Dalton to take on the Catamounts before coming home on Friday for the doubleheader. Throw over to first, Perkins back safely. And then the following week, we'll wrap up the regular season with the Southeast Whitfield Raiders.
I believe senior night will be that final 2 games of the regular season against Southeast.
The 0-1 on the way to Holiday. That's straight back up the middle and through. And that's a base hit for Holiday. And now we've got runners at first and second and 1 out.
And again, that out call at first base is looming large. Could have bases loaded right now with nobody out, but it's 2 on and 1 out. Again, I'm lamenting back on something that I have no control over or can't change, but still, you just scratch your head at that. Dogs have the tying runs aboard, the go-ahead run at the plate, and that of a great batter, and that of Gavin Allred, who is 0 for 2. He does have a run batted in, but he also has a strikeout on his card in this ball game. A big opportunity here for Cedartown to maybe tie this game.
Allred climbs in the box. Yearwood gets the sign from Lively. Checks the runner at second. Pitch on the way, and that one's lifted to the right side, but out of play, foul.
I'm kind of surprised they have not put a pinch runner in for Holiday over at first base. His run is extremely important. Maybe they will if the runners move up to second and third.
Allred back in the box. Yearwood checks the runner. Pitch on the way to him. Strike 2 call.
Hit it right here.
Allred now got to protect here at the plate. Down no balls and 2 strikes. 2 on, 1 out. And the 0-2. Hit to the right side, and that is down, and that is fair. That is going to plate 1 run.
It's going to
Here
plate
comes
2.
Holiday.
Maybe.
They'll hold him. So Perkins scores from second base, and Gavin Allred Ford with a RBI double stands out at second with Holiday at third. And the Dogs are in business here in the top of the 7th inning. Timothy George will come to the plate with a chance to tie it and possibly give the Dogs the lead.
Okay. Let's go. That's 3,000 road.
George and head coach Brett Lane will talk it over. Now George will climb in the box. Dalen Holiday, the lead runner at third. Gavin Allred, the runner at second base. Timothy George at the plate. B.J. Flemister on deck. One out in the inning. Pitch on the way to George. Misses low, ball one. For those of you still joining us, you are in for a treat, I do believe. The Dogs trying to rally here in the top of the 7th. Pitch on the way. That misses, ball two. If you've known of somebody that's gone to bed, you might want to call them and wake them up and tell them to turn the ball game back on. The 2-0 misses inside, ball three. If Timothy George walks, don't bother calling them. Get in the car and drive to their house and wake them up. 3 balls, no strikes. Pitch on the way. Oh, called strike one. That was high in the zone. George had thrown his bat and was headed to first.
Oh, buddy.
3 balls, 1 strike on Timothy George. 3-1, that's ball 4, and he will take his base, and the bases are loaded.
And that'll bring up B.J. Flemister, who's had one of the best days at the plate for the Dogs. He's 2 for 2, a walk and a run scored. And now,
this might be one of the biggest at-bats of Flemister's high school career.
Former Cedartown head baseball coach Gavin Johnson out there giving some signals to the infield. But a big chance for the Dogs' B.J. Flemister to tie this game at least.
First pitch to him in there called strike one.
The only advantage to the Canes right now is it's a force at every base and a double play within the game.
And they're definitely coming home on a ground ball. That pitch misses out of the zone, ball one. That'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
But you know, a walk will tie the game.
The 1-1 fouled straight back. And that'll take the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Just barely got a piece of it.
Flemister's got to protect here. Also be smart at the plate, though. Yearwood has been spotty. Issued the walk just now to George. The 1-2 on the way. That one's fouled back. He got another little piece of it just to stay alive.
What did Timmy do?
1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases loaded, 1 out. Top of the 7th inning, the Dogs trail by 1, 8-7. Pitch on the way. It's a chopper to the pitcher. They'll turn and go to second, and they'll fire to first, and they're going to call him out.
No way!
No, that is an absolute blown call. Blown call over there. Absolutely blown. He was safe by a mile.
Coach Lane is trying his best to get an appeal, and the umpires are just going to ignore him and walk off the field.
The umpire stole one from the Dogs tonight. Absolutely ridiculous. He was safe easy.
That's a terrible call, Blue. It's terrible.
Absolutely horrible call. And what's worse is neither one of the umpires wanted to turn around and face Coach Lane because they both knew they blew the call.
Cowards.
We'll take a 60-second break. We'll come back and wrap it up.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company. Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big AA.
All you can do is scratch your head at that one. Dogs fall 8-7 to the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes. And let me tell you, Cedartown just, I feel terrible for them. 2 plays at first base that should have been safe calls in this inning. And you can't win when you play both 2 teams out there in the field, and that's exactly what happened in this 7th inning for the Cedartown Bulldogs. 8-7 the final score. 8 runs on 9 hits for the Canes, 1 error. For Cedartown, 7 runs, 9 hits, and 3 errors as Cartersville sweeps the season series over the Cedartown Bulldogs. Just an absolutely terrible ending to a game that the Dogs had a chance to win. Absolutely terrible, one of the worst calls I've seen in many years, and it cost Cedartown the win. And listen, it could have cost some even more if you look at playoff contentions and what that could mean. The Bulldogs will be back in action next week on Tuesday. Things don't get any easier. Dalton Catamounts will host the Bulldogs at Dalton at 5:30 first pitch. We'll have that for you here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network. For my broadcast partner Sam Branch and for Gail Connor back at the radio station, before we leave you tonight, we do want to express our condolences to the family of one of our own, Tyrone Schofield, who passed away this week. He, of course, was our board op for several years, and for the baseball season, Tyrone passed away at the age of 53. Funeral arrangements have yet to be completed, but our thoughts and prayers certainly go out to the Schofield family for a very terrible loss of a beloved person in that family. So our condolences and love go out to the Schofield family tonight. Your final score again, tough one for the Bulldogs tonight, 8-7 on a couple of very questionable calls in the final frame. For Sam Branch, Andrew Carter, and Gail Connor, wishing you good night. Andrew Carter on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big AA. Good night, everybody.
W291 TS Cedartown. Your home for the Cedartown High School Bulldogs. AM 1340.